All right. So, question for this week. In light of you transporting out the bones of a dead dwarf who is never able to go to rest, do you think about what will happen to you if you all die and no one buries you? Is that something that you think about?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to say Fergus doesn't think about it because he's that age still. Well, maybe not now because of the aging process that happened. But mentally, he is of the age of that mindset. Like, I don't think really about death much because, I feel fine.
Mm.
We've all known those people that are like,
oh yeah,
between like 16 and 20 that think they're just never going to die.
I've met a 60-year-old who thought that.
Yeah. It's not exclusive to that age, but it happens a lot more at that age.
Literally never felt it. Just not once.
Not actively, but it is a concern.
No, we try not to think about that.
Nolgrim wants to say no more of how he dies rather than what happens to his remains.
Well, it's not so much your remains as much as the fact that if no one puts you to rest, you're just going to haunt and not be able to go into the afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll just bug the next person who gets the powers that he has.
Right.
And then Thrum will come by and go, "Oh, can't get a good one over 100."
Excellent impression.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Right. So, does anyone want to give a recap of last time?
Mostly we went through and started investigating the tunnels. We found one hole that goes down far beyond where we can see it. I think he said something about how it went down like 80 to 100 feet. I can't remember the exact number.
150 feet.
150 feet, yeah. So we decided not to try to go down there yet. There was a locked mithril door. There was a barred door of some kind of demonic-looking thing. We found a tunnel where we couldn't breathe. I proceeded to hold my breath and run like a maniac and try to panic loot a bunch of bones before pickaxes killed me, which I managed to fight one of them off, and then we defeated the other. We went through, fought some raptors as well as a cave troll before deciding, hey, let's not fight the rust monsters yet. Let's retreat and dispose of this body like it should be so we don't have to be on a time crunch and die, essentially. Yeah, I think that's everything.
Pretty much. Freya found a magical smithy hammer that she hasn't had a chance to identify yet. You found some dwarven writing on one of the pillars of the main room that basically translated to survivors are hiding at the bottom level of the mine.
We found a ward shield, so anyone who uses a shield would benefit from that.
Yes, you actually have a handout for that now. I took care of that. So
I saw that when I was opening up some of my tabs. Which is nice. That shield spell is +5 to AC as a reaction, so
oh yeah,
nothing to scoff at.
Who got that one?
No, I don't think it's been assigned yet.
We have it. I don't think we dished it out to anybody yet.
Because I believe it needs attunement, so whatever I wrote.
Let's see, ward shield requires attunement. Yep.
So if I remember correctly, you guys had just left the mine, or just
Actually,
stepped outside.
I'm just going to interrupt to be a butthole.
Yep.
We don't have to worry about attunement because it requires attainment, and we've already attained it.
Okay, for some reason, Roll20 doesn't have attunement as a word in spell correct.
No, it's all good. I just couldn't help myself. So.
Okay, Fergus is vulnerable to all damage for the rest of the game.
This is fair.
You'd think they'd just load a dictionary into the spell check, but I find a lot of words
You'd think.
Aren't.
Yeah, there's a lot of words that just aren't there.
Yeah, like Skype also doesn't have the word hearted, like light-hearted, as in its spell check, I've noticed. But whatever. But anyway, you guys were going to be stepping outside the mine, is where we last left off. there wasn't really any sort of barriers or anything stopping you from leaving. So I just moved your tokens to just outside the mine. So I'll just move you guys to that map. What were you guys planning on doing?
I believe we were going to try to make our way past the geysers so we can go and find some wood nearby and make a pyre to dispose of the remains.
Okay.
Unless anyone wants to correct me, I think that's what we were doing.
Nope, sounds good to me.
I kind of look over at Taskill and Thrum. You think the two of you are going to be able to make it across the geysers?
Let me double check. I think we got the Stein still fully charged.
Made it the first time.
I mean, you took a okay hit to the face, but okay, if you want to risk it, I'll watch.
No risk it, no risk.
God damn it.
That's my flute.
Yeah, that sounds like when you're like, I was talking about risk and I just pull out the flute.
Alright, so I'm gonna take at least one hit off the Stein. See what that gets me.
I need my fix from Father Mountain. Pretty good roll.
Yep. That gets me back up to 24. So we got two more.
Mountain is kind.
I imagine we're going to sleep if you want to expend spells and such. No sense going back there right away. Nothing's pressuring us. Like, gather the stuff, rest, sleep, and then burn the body tomorrow, maybe? Like in the morning or something?
So I will hit Thrum with this.
Oh, we could always have the pyre be our campfire for the night.
It was kind of.
I guess that would be the question. Is there like an optimal time of day that would be to ritualistically burn the bodies of a fallen dwarf?
Not generally. They live underground, so all the time is on the clock. So I always kind of imagine dwarven cities never really sleep. It's just a different shift comes on.
You say that 8 was for me?
That was mine, but if you want to. Well, actually, it's only gain one charge of that back. I guess before we go across, I'll use Beacon of Hope, and then let me see what the max for Cure Wounds is.
Don't forget, other people can drink from the Stein too. It just takes the person attuned to it to fill it.
Yeah. It's also only gets one charge back a day, doesn't it? Yeah, sundown. So we should probably. Then again, we barely didn't use the thing.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, burn Beacon of Hope, and
I've got 2 potions of healing I can use.
I would use the Stein before the potions. And wouldn't Beacon of Hope affect the Stein too? Because it just when it's healing, I think you get maximum in the area, don't you?
gains maximum from any healing. So if I do that,
So you can maximize a Stein drink.
That's only 2 more hit points, I think. Yeah. Still 2 more hit points. It's 2 more hit points if I'm blowing that anyway.
Yeah, and then you can use another thing on Thrum, I guess.
Yep. Let's see, I got 3 uses of Cure Wounds at first level, which would be 12. How many of those would get you closer to full?
2 would get me pretty damn close.
Alright. I'll use 2 on you and 1 on me, and then I do believe it'd be in at least acceptable shape to run across the scalding water.
Nolgrim, are you going to be able to dash across with your magic-y thing?
My magic-y thing?
Your teleport?
Oh, I'd need a rest before, so I'm kind of tapped at the moment.
Ain't nothing to it. We can just run across.
Yep.
I'll go first. I'm pretty healthy right now.
All right, that'll be a dexterity or intelligence saving throw.
Dexterity's one higher now. 26.
All right. So
Natural 19.
you'll take half this fire damage.
One day I'll have evasion.
11.
It's fine.
We'll go next. Intelligence, you said?
Intelligence or dexterity. You get to pick. Dexterity for you using your agility. Intelligence if you're just like timing it. All right. So you take half this fire damage.
Oh, sure. Roll low for him.
Alright. Let's see how this do.
That'll succeed. They're getting lower. So you take half that.
God, if I had taken full, that would have been nasty for just some gas.
I was partially hoping that someone would fail the throw, and then I'd just roll 3 10s and just instantly take them out. All right, so Freya and Thrum is left.
I'll
Thrum
go
succeeds.
ahead and make a concentration.
Oh yeah. So
Which
you
one was
take.
that?
You have to get a 10. It's a Constitution saving throw.
Yes. And Thrum, you take 5 damage.
Alright, so I can actually throw more down on the healing afterwards, even though we're going to rest.
Yeah.
And you're not in that bad a shape anyway.
Yeah, I'm fine myself. So.
Just
Dexterity?
dexterity or intelligence, dealer's choice. That will fail, so you'll take this full damage.
3 10s. Ah.
All right. I'll cut the spooky music and move you guys back over to the other map. Yeah, so you guys dash through the geyser field, taking your burns as you go. And you get out to the jungle edge where Ivy, Miku, and the very inert Steel Defender is still waiting.
Wait, what happened to the Steel Defender?
Freya left it here, so it just didn't move since she left because it's
Gotcha.
a robot.
I'm like, wait, did we miss something?
Ivy is currently trying to stack progressively smaller rocks on top of its head.
How far did you get?
About 3 rocks.
Okay.
Careful,
No.
that thing bites.
Hey, you're back. How did it go? Find anything? Bones? She sees as you're just carrying bones.
Aye. Place is haunted by the spirits of the fallen. So we've got to do a bit to take care of that.
Meanwhile, I'm pointing the femur at things.
That's something. A little morbid. Okay. Well, it's been pretty quiet all out here this day. Because you guys have only been in there for like not even a full day, so.
Yeah. We were attacked by floating mining equipment, so that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And the troll. And the raptors.
Yeah. Speaking of trolls and raptors, anyone want to come with me while I look for some firewood to start a fire so I don't get caught alone?
I'll tag along.
Ivy says, well, I'll need something to do. I'll come along too.
Secretly, when we're doing this, I'm going to give her the biggest logs I can to see how long she can go with carrying them.
Ooh, Ivy?
Yeah. Like, here you go.
You know her strength score. It's not a whole lot, but she literally just refuses to complain and not. So at some point, you need to acknowledge if you're being the cruel one here.
Yeah. After a while, I just take some off.
Like,
of
I
her
got
hands.
it. You try to take some. She starts like kicking you with her foot. Nope. I got it.
Okay, fine. I put it back on, but I put it back on awkwardly so it'll tip over. Oh, shucks. Now we're going to have to pick them up.
Man, you're this person's only friends.
I mean, she literally will pickpocket us for fun. I think she's deserved a little bit of comeback to it.
I know. Yeah, but you have no rolls necessary. It's freaking jungle. You can gather up the firewood.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a bitch and a half to light because it's all wet wood, but you're not exactly under a time constraint here. So Yeah, so you come back and you're able to set up the pyre.
I don't have much oil left, but I have a lantern that's full of oil, so we can use that to help start the fire.
I guess that means that's what you should do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will do that. We will make it around, wait for everyone to be ready, and start carrying the bones and making sure we don't miss any.
Mhm.
Or as best we can.
Carrying them all individually.
I start laying them out in the body-like shape. I think these are the bones that go together.
Please roll intelligence. I want to see that, or medicine. I want to see how close you get.
I'm pretty sure one of those is a troll bone.
So he put the rib cage backwards.
Alright, boy, that's a dinosaur bone. Leave that out.
I mean, he might need a pet in the afterlife. A dinosaur's leg, I mean, that's kind of a pet.
Thrum, please roll some medicine.
Must find medicine.
Yeah, that's not a dinosaur bone.
Just like I told you, dinosaur bone.
I'm leaving it in there. I imagine Taskill would be the one to lead the progression of burial rites and cleric and all that.
Yeah, fun fact, ceremony is an actual cleric ritual spell, and one of the effects is burial rites, which stops a undead from rising from that corpse for 7 days. So, just something good to know in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it's only a first level one, huh?
Oh yeah, and it's a ritual. So
You can also use it to create holy water.
Mhm. And holy water in 5th edition is very nice.
You can use it to perform a wedding. And for the next 70 days, they get +2 to AC while they're married to each other. Well, they're adjacent to each other, rather.
I like that spell. I think it's very thematic. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's just funny that they included wedding in the list of stuff.
Give Fergis a coming of age ceremony.
I mean, technically, he's never had one.
Yep, exactly.
All right. I got nothing off the top of my head for any sort of.
Yeah, that's fine. You can just light it up. You're kind of doing the battlefield burial right anyway. You don't have the whole specialized volcanic metal gurney that lowers them into the lava and all that stuff. So,
Wham, bam, thank you, Mother Earth.
Wait, doesn't he have the ability to create whatever tools he needs after just a short ritual or whatever?
I don't think that includes a lava flow.
Yeah, something tells me the mechanisms are probably a little bit more than the limit.
Yes. And I would argue the primal majesty of a lava flow is priceless, so therefore it is higher than 100 gold in value.
That's fair.
I can only afford about 3 of it.
Could you imagine if you could make 100 GP worth of dirt? You just hit like one coin and it's just a tidal wave of dirt.
I was about to say, everyone get your iron buckets. There's gold in this here lava.
Yeah, so you guys light up the bones, and it does take a while to burn the bones to the ashes. But yep.
I mean, I could try to argue there might be trace metals in the lava. Anyway, yes. Very, very serious ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
We hope will at least lessen the number of ghost attacks while we explore the mine.
Joke's on you, Ghostapalooza.
Oh dear.
But yeah, you can keep yourself warm by this fire, but I don't feel like you should cook food over this. That feels...
I'd be disrespectful.
I mean,
I put away the one marshmallow I've been saving.
At what point is cooking your food over a burning body cannibalism by proxy.
Well, we want to absorb our ancestors' strength, don't we?
That's not smoky flavor.
Tastes like patricide. But yeah, no rolls, no difficulties. You burn the bones. It's gonna take a bit, but it's well on its way.
I suppose after that's long rest and dodging geysers again.
So after you guys get that all set up, Ivy brings up. So you guys going back in there? What's the plan?
It seems to lead quite a bit deeper, and we ain't found another lead yet.
There's possibly demons.
There are a few locked doors that we would at least like to try to find the key for, if it's still within the domain.
This is going to be an extended type thing then.
Possibly even a pass through.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to have all hands on deck and have them come with us, or do you think having people on the outside might still be a good thing?
No, I think they should come in. You know, they're probably more exposed out here than they are in there.
Yeah.
Just be prepared for some hot water as we make our way in.
Oh yeah, I noticed.
Unfortunately, there's no real clean way to get through.
What are you talking about? With that much hot water, it's going to clean us in an instant. But
but we should be able to make it through.
Speaking of, how are our water supplies? Or is that not something we keep track of?
Generally speaking, underground finding water is pretty easy.
Okay.
might not be the best tasting water, but it's water.
It
Also,
all
we have
tastes
our
like
friendly.
it all tastes like not beer. So
Plus, we have a friendly neighborhood cleric that, if we needed them, can virtual cast purify food and drink. So even if the water was gross, you could just be like, zim zam boom, and it's drinkable. Probably doesn't improve the taste though.
Depends on how much crap was in it.
No, sadly, he's a forge cleric, so the best he can do is pull out all the heavy metals.
Just the hardest water you've ever had. All right, so you just settling in for your long rest then?
taking watches, but yeah.
So, according to the sheet, the last watch is Nolgrim and Taskill, correct?
I believe so. It's been a while since I looked at that.
Yep. Yeah, and as I said, if your passive perceptions have changed, it's your responsibility to update them on the sheet, because if I lowball your passive perception because you didn't update it, I claim no responsibility. It's a lot of clicking to look at each of your sheets individually to check every time.
Mine's correct.
Yep. So, Taskill and Nolgrim, as you guys are on last watch, how are you filling your time on this watch?
Nolgrim will probably be flipping through the Book of Grudges.
Weapon maintenance and all that. Preparation for morning prayer and all that. Depending on when things go down. Assuming going down things are.
Nolgrim, as you're flipping through the Book of Grudges, you kind of get this weird feeling all of a sudden. Like you should go look at the funeral pyre, which is now just kind of ash and smolder.
He would sit with that impulse for a few moments, and then ultimately yield to it and go over.
Yeah, the funeral pyre is all burnt to mostly ashes and twigs. It's still smoking a little bit. It's still hot embers. And you're looking over it. The bones are gone. It's burned. So the ghosts should be laid to rest now.
Mhm.
But as you're looking at the ash pile, you get this feeling like there's a calling almost. Like there's something in the pile that you should get, that you should stick your hand in and grab.
Nolgrim will kind of look at that area for a moment and then kind of look aside and see if Taskill's watching him or not.
You hear the voice from the ash pile. I'm an ancestor. Don't you trust the ancestors?
But ultimately, yeah, he'll go for it.
All right. Let's see. Why don't you just give me a Constitution saving throw real quick? Ooh. All right. So you take 6 fire damage as you kind of burn your hand rooting around inside the ashes. But you eventually, like, you get this like feeling like you just need to find something, and you don't know where that's coming from until you eventually your hand touches something that it just feels like you should pull it out. And you pull it out, and it's about like this half a foot long. Yeah, at first you would think it's bone, but almost has like the feeling and consistency of petrified wood. It's blackened, looks like charred bone once again, but it's got these thin veins of deep inky black, but also kind of like orangey cracks into it, as if it has like a small internal fire. And it's not burny, but it's definitely warm to the touch.
You found his penis.
Yes,
literally, it's impossible for me to describe anything that is a cylindrical object and have you guys not go dick joke. So at this point, I'm not even trying.
I mean,
it's literally impossible.
Yeah.
I had to mute for the giggling at the veins. Because my initial thought was, oh, you found a petrified Woody.
He left you his thunder.
I try, guys.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
It is a group of 6 guys.
Yep.
We are going to laugh at such things.
We are collectively 12 years old.
Yeah.
So, so Nolgrim will kind of. So, do you say it's a bone or just kind of?
It looks like a femur almost, but smaller than it should be. But it's actually made out of like burned petrified wood, which is basically like a rock.
Okay, so he would take it over, take it back to where it was sitting, probably closer to Taskill, and kind of brush all the ash, and just kind of look at it and say, "What do you make of this?"
You found it rooting over in the pile?
Yeah, I was just checking to make sure that the pyre was hot enough, and we got all the remains burned away, and just something guided my hand to this, I guess.
Any sort of roll?
What you think would be applicable here?
Well, I would want to go with religion. See if anything he might have read once. Nope.
Yeah. Neither of you are entirely certain. I mean, it seems pretty unique. Maybe it could be like a spell component or something, if nothing else.
I think I'll hold on to it. Yeah, worst case scenario, if the ghost does come back, then we know at least this was the portion that wasn't burned. So, yeah, Nolgrim will just kind of set it in his gear.
Other than that, nothing happens for the remainder of your watch.
Yeah, I imagine there's a bit more discussion of the oddity of the thing, but yeah.
People who don't know what it is, just kind of guessing, throwing out theories.
I'm sure the penis joke is thrown around a couple times. Miku gets none of it. He's never seen you guys without your pants.
No, that's clearly the dinosaur bone.
See, we only peed on him when he was unconscious, so because he couldn't absorb nutrients when his feet weren't in the ground. So
Just the context of that. No. We very specifically only peed on him while he was unconscious.
There's nothing wrong with that sentence, right, officer?
Officer, I would never do it while he was conscious. What do I look like? A monster?
Dumb.
Oh man, it's. I watch a lot of Saturday Night Live skits when I get bored, and there's one I love where it's a guy trying to apologize to his girlfriend at the door, but all of his apologies just progressively make him look worse. She's like, "You always just seem romantically checked out," and he goes, "Well, I'm a little ashamed to say it, but I got really deep into porn." And she goes, "That makes sense." He goes, "It's just so addicting. You know, you just start with 1 or 2 photo shoots. Next thing you're doing 12 scenes a day." He goes, "Wait, you were in porn? You mean you're having sex with other women? What? No, never. Never other women."
Oh God!
In other
That's
news,
taking all sorts of turns.
Yeah.
it was a roller coaster of emotions for sure. Did we ever identify what that hammer was or whatever that Freya found?
If Freya, I think both Freya and Taskill have identified. So if you guys want to just ritual cast that, I can give you the handout.
Yep. Might as well. Part of the morning prayer stuff.
Oh yeah, very easy. All right. Show players. It's called a runic smith hammer. Yeah, I should see that handout now.
Hammer of magic swapping.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
You can essentially break a magical item and then put the enchantment on another one to condense it.
And is a consumable item then?
Yeah, it's a one-use item. Also, just for clarity, since both Freya and Taskill have the ability to put +1s on things already, no, you cannot harvest your own stuff with those abilities. We're not the freaking stock market here.
Yeah, I can already move that around. It's be a horrible waste. Congratulations, you've moved your +1 to another item.
Mm-hmm.
And the hammer broke, and you can still move your +1 to another item.
Yeah, it moves.
Or no,
the
it
+1s.
breaks so you can't move it anymore.
It moves both the +1 and any other magical effects too.
No, here's how the loop happens, Kenneth, right? So I have my Artificer infusions, right? I put that on a weapon. Okay, then I take the hammer, move that to a different weapon. Now that's no longer an Artificer infusion, that's just an enchanted weapon.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Wash, rinse, and repeat.
How do you think they make magical items?
Aside from the fact we'll have to find another hammer to do it with.
Blah, blah, blah.
What if you break one of these hammers with another hammer?
Well, you'll need to find one to figure that out.
You end up with 2 broken hammers.
Now you just get a magic sword that breaks when you use it once.
Only on enchanted items.
Wait, no, that's a good idea. Wait, no, it's a great idea. Gombo, okay, it's a bard. He goes from town to town with his breakable sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he demonstrates his feats of strength by shattering his sword, right?
See, all I can just imagine is a sword that has the Smith Hammer's enchantment on it, and you hit someone, and the sword immediately breaks, and then you give their armor a +1.
Right.
So you'd have to have more than one. You would have to have a bunch of breaking swords. You'd have to carry them in a quiver.
Definitely couldn't just do paper mache instead.
Go into combat like Sean from our Sunday game, right, Gombo?
Yep.
Oh, Gombo,
Nice.
did you join the Sunday game?
Yep.
Nice.
I use environmental weapons and make explosives.
That's very you thing to do.
I beat a zombie to death with a bag of medicine. That was my personal favorite.
That was quite entertaining. Like, how'd this happen? Irony.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this medicine cured zombieism. Now they're just dead.
I will award bonus points if you did it while shouting pills here.
I did actually.
Yeah.
Heals here.
Anywho, you all gonna dash past the geyser?
Yeah.
Let's
All right.
go.
You know the
We're
drill.
going to more time it than.
Don't forget to
Right.
actually heal yourselves back up. before
Yeah,
you
we heal full, don't we?
Yeah, heal full
Yep.
for a long.
And if we
Do I
have
have
any
to roll for
spent
the
short
skill
rest
defender?
stuff,
I imagine since I had already rested, that 6 from reaching into the fire is still lingering, right?
Yep.
Oof.
yeah, we probably should bring. You could probably bring the steel defender. Oh wait, no, you really shouldn't, because rust monsters.
Just hold them back. Stay in the main room while we deal with the rust monsters.
Taskill,
Yeah,
you
I'll roll for the steel defender.
take 14. Fergis, you take 8. Thrum, you take 10. Steel defender, you take 4. Really low roll, even though that you failed.
Hey,
Just
he's made of
kinda
metal.
steal.
Yeah.
Nolgrim, you pass, so you take 6 points of fire. I think that just leaves Freya, Ivy, and Miku if you're really bringing the whole game.
For whatever reason, that reminds me of lobster sticks to magnet.
Mhm.
Ivy.
That's some internet and archaeology there.
That fails, so Ivy takes
Ooh.
27
Oh.
points of fire damage.
Ooh,
She's at 2 hit points.
She just fell
Okay.
face first into a
Freya,
geyser, didn't she?
you pass, you take 3 points of fire damage, Freya, and then that just leaves Miku.
We bring in Miku as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He absorbs the geyser water and gets fire powers.
Ooh. Neither of these are very good.
This is just the fungal version of Thrum's power.
He takes 10 points of fire damage.
So Ivy is looking horrible.
You guys get to the other side. She is covered in burns and soaking wet, and she sits down at the tunnel exit. Maybe I'll just sit here for a minute.
Yeah, it might be a good idea.
Might not be a bad idea just for all of us
Here,
to.
I have an idea, and Ivy, look at me, and I play the flute, and I cast catnap so she can take a 10-minute short rest.
Yep. I don't see what snore. I wasn't going to do the snore to sound effects. I've been trying to get over a scratchy throat for the last 4 days, so I'm not damaging my progress. All right.
Okay, she's mostly back up to full after 10 minutes.
Get you guys back to the map.
I'd say, though, we bring Miku as our cohort that's actually in combat.
Yeah.
All right.
And before going in, Nolgrim will go ahead and cast Armor of Agathis on himself.
Mage armor up on myself.
I'll go ahead and use the Cloak of Mighty Magic to cast that from 5th level. So,
You're going to be
if I have hit
fighting
point.
some rust monsters. What can I do to them?
Stay back and shoot at them.
Yeah, that is definitely is an option. I was just wondering if. Yeah, I don't think I can build anything.
Between me, Thrum, and Miku, most of us don't have metal in terms of our combat skill set.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Should be
you got a
fine.
mushroom knife, he's got mushroom fists, and Thrum has a rock fist.
Well, they're actually a subspecies of rust monster which exclusively eat fungus.
What are the odds?
Do you want us to bring us back to the room with all the plant knife, or do you want to just move us there?
Nope. You're gonna have to move it. It's
Okay.
dungeon rules.
So initiative, so we can.
Initiative.
Makes
I was
them
asking
less like
before I started
monsters
moving.
and more like just wildlife.
I actually rolled it as an Ivy, but
Yeah, it's fine.
it still rolled on Fergus's thing. So
Yep. You don't have to roll for IV. You can just roll for the companion that's currently accompanying you.
no, I'm just saying I was on the token
Yeah.
for roll, like not her sheet, but the token setting.
I gotcha.
Where are our... oh, there we are.
Yep.
There we be.
And then I think who's controlling Miku? Is that still Cope?
That would still cope, because he's the only other barbarian.
Makes sense.
But like grouping and all. Alright.
It's all of us.
That's a lot of 8s and 9s.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So, Fergis.
Don't mind me, guys. I'm just gonna go stock ahead. I'm gonna use my movement and action, but I'm not gonna dash as my bonus.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna get up to here around the corner.
Alright.
Well, not everybody at one time.
Is it too late to say I rolled stealth as my bonus action to just in case the ghost is back?
Sure, go ahead.
Because
Do you want
he's
us
not
to
sure
move-
the ghost is gone or not. So
Mm-hmm.
Do you want us just moving 25 feet?
You can go ahead and double move right now, since we're just kind of going through already covered territory. I don't need to.
I think we're just doing movement.
Yeah, I don't need to grind you guys over the rocks like that. So, and Miku can move 30. So, medium creatures.
I mean, we're medium creatures. We're just stocky.
Yep. Taskill. Freya.
Oh wow, why is Freya so hurt?
Shouldn't have taken that much from the geyser.
Looks like she has like 2 hit points.
Yeah, because you should have been healed before, and then let me see. You took 7 damage from the geyser. So, I think you just didn't heal up after your long rest.
There. That's
Alright.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to.
Alright. Back around to Fergus.
In the corner to get to here, and that's going to be as far as I go this turn.
Thrum?
Which way did he go?
North.
North.
You saw me go north and then turn right, so
I was trying to remember. On this map, it was through the north that we found the rust monsters. Okay.
it's the only path that has a access point to where we're going. You turn the corner and bump into me.
Oh, did I put down on you? Sorry.
Like I would crouch there like stealth. All of a sudden, Thrum and Miku come running and smash into me, push me against the wall.
Punch you in the
Like
gut,
fuck, I
shove
guess
you in
stealth is
a...
off the shelf.
They pick you up, throw you in a locker.
Watch where you're going.
Sorry, it's just reflex.
Just running at me full charge. Nerd.
That was a joke I loved from the TV show Cobra Kai, when the main character Johnny Lawrence visits high school and he just walks down and there's just a nerd kid and he slaps the book out of his hand. He's like, "Sorry, kid, just reflex."
Yeah, that was
God, I forgot
that
that.
was hilarious.
That's a good show.
It is. I just love it how he just immediately apologizes. Like, he's like, "Yeah, sorry, you didn't deserve that. That's on me."
Like he's shitty, but he's trying to be better, but he's still shitty.
Yo. All right, Taskill.
Yep. Seeing as we haven't encountered anything as of yet. And I'm not bumping into Thrum again.
Right, yeah.
All right.
While Michael's moving, Freya, I do want to say I do like how the lighting in this now. It kind of softens the edges of the lines you make when you do the outlines of the barriers where you can't see through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
Like
was
when
a setting, and I selected that. So I thought the softening looked really nice.
Okay, that's where
What is
Freya
that setting?
We're back to the steel defense.
On your dark vision, you can set it to softening.
Okay.
To like a fade, and the black
Yeah.
lines around the stone walls is what I put in Photoshop.
Yeah. No, I knew that part. I was just like, the fading when you're in dark vision. I think I did something similar, but we'll find out.
Yeah, because it's like a token setting, but it makes it look really nice. It's less like abrasive to the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Do we check thoroughly the one place that was hard to breathe? Do we want to finish scouting that, or because I don't see the opposite side?
I went through the entire thing. There was nothing else but the one room with the bones.
Okay.
Them bones. The skeleton song, yes.
Mhm.
Fergis.
Something spooky, scary skeletons.
No, it's arm bones connected to the blah blah blah.
Oh no, I was just quoting a different skeleton song.
Yep.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
That'll be as far as I go.
Thrum.
Hey, did we ever go check down there?
I went down the. I yelled out. I already went down the right. It's just a dead end.
I lost Miku.
Oh. Yeah, because for some reason having multiple tokens with sight sometimes screws with the.
I can see where he is. I selected him. If you want me to move him.
Yeah, if you can move him.
Can you? Oh yeah, you may have an angle. Anyway, because I discovered that in exploration mode, multiple tokens with sight can mess with things sometimes. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I never put like animal companions to have sight or anything because it kind of fucks up the immersion of. I can just see where my animal companion is, but you wouldn't as a player unless you have like vision through them.
Yeah. Taskill.
Just making sure that is a dead end. Looks like it is indeed collapsed. 'Cause I saw nothing on my end other than blackness.
Internally, Fergus is screaming. I swear to God, everyone thinks I'm lying. Granted, I am half the time.
All right, Freya.
All right. This way. 30 feet this way.
All right. And this is the part where Nolgrim wanders off on his own, right?
Yep. Yes. Have fun. Good luck.
Game over, man. Game over.
That was 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Nolgrim was a drow all along.
Nope, just easily distracted.
Yep. You guys go do that. I'm going to throw hand grenades at this bubble made of the strands of fate itself. It'll break any day now. You guys weren't in that game, but it'll continue being one of the most frustrating experiences I've ever had as a GM. It's clearly impenetrable. Anyway, Fergus.
Conga line begins.
Mm-hmm. Thrum.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
I gotta go.
Yep.
Can't see him anymore. I got him. I was fishing for him and I found him. Are we going quickly?
I mean, probably if you want to get through this narrow path so that you don't have a pile up.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. I blocked the exit for you.
Mhm.
Conga, conga, conga.
Dun, 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 dun.
Man, I get cope every time I make a song.
You sure
All right.
you're not playing a bard?
Taskill?
I should play a bard event one day.
I am looking forward to my bard for Skulls and Shackles. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
The one day I do play a bard is I'm gonna get a like a digital soundboard so I can make like clips and just play them through the microphone when I do my bardic inspirations and stuff.
Nice.
I'm gonna make another bard, and his instrument is stand-up comedy. everyone is going to be fighting with swords, and I'm just going to have a bar stool and be walking back and forth.
What's the deal with airline food? What's an airline?
They just turned to the
can't-
orcs. Okay, you could just kill them. It's fine.
I can't walk past Taskill, can I?
Not in this corridor, no.
Cool. Oh, that's my movement.
All right, Nolgrim.
Go there. And see the traffic jam for what it is, and end my turn.
Fergis.
I'm gonna dash over to here. Not gonna go any further at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Thrum.
Which way should I go? I'll go back.
Come on, if you use your movement to go back, we can clog it up for another round.
Oh no! Fergus is fighting the rust monsters all by himself.
Uh,
I mean, to be fair, outside of the whole melting thing, they're actually not terrible. All right, Freya.
Delicious when you cook them right. All right.
Nolgrim. Oh, here.
20,
Oh, I had more movement.
30,
Yeah, it's just because you were on top of Taskill.
45, 50.
I would probably also leave that open there.
Fergus.
just gonna go ahead and turn the corner here. See the still lifeless body of the ogre.
That's
It's a good sign. And I'm just gonna step around here, and that's where I'm gonna end it. And then I just kind of stop there, and I think to myself, "Wait, we closed that door."
Taskill.
Yeah, it's probably as far as I'll go.
Freya.
Can we talk of this section of the dungeon? Looks like it was specifically built to put you in the stereotypical trap between a troll and a rust monster scenario.
I didn't know that was a classic. I need to catch up on my reading.
Yeah, me too. And I designed it.
I'm just waiting until we get to the dungeon that's filled with kobolds just laying a bunch of traps for us. Then we're really fucked.
And the one that you're gonna really dread is the dungeon where every tile just plays the next word of the Rockstar song.
Are we
Shrek.
back? Sorry, real quick. Are we back to just single movements, or
Yeah, probably now. You're
Okay.
very close now.
okay?
But so far, it doesn't seem like anything's really shifted or changed.
I told Gombo before, but I don't think I told anybody else. I remember one time I was trolling a Minecraft server, and I set up, I found online how to do it, and I set up tune blocks and all that stuff to, while they were going on a railway, it played a Rickroll tune.
Yep.
Nice.
Man, and there was the time that you and I were doing prop hunt, and we were hiding, and the server that we were on had like a vote the jukebox thing. And since we were hiding, you and I were just always on it before anyone else, and we just constantly selected the Rickroll one while we were hiding, and they were raging so hard in the chat.
I miss playing that game sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, they updated Minecraft, so we actually can't get on the realm until you update the realm.
Oh yeah, I also unsubscribed for it. I was just waiting until we played again, and then whenever you want to play again, just let me know. And
Yeah, because I was just on it the other day building stuff.
oh yeah, I can bring it back up. I usually just pay for things, and then I cancel it until I'm ready to renew it again in case something comes up.
You know, you're nice enough to foot the bill for us, so I'm not trying to oppose.
I'm going to... Actually, I wouldn't have moved there. I would have moved there. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll wait for everyone else.
Thrum.
Tempted to make Miku go ahead, even though I can't see.
I can see him if you want me to move him.
I can see now.
There you go.
We'll come over and inspect the cave troll.
Still dead. Very burned.
I forget, did we do a thorough inspection of inside that cave?
You did not.
Yep.
I described it to you. You guys stepped inside, but you killed the troll and then you ran.
We're gonna go in. There's gonna be a bunch of troll babies asking for their mama. And when I say troll babies, I mean just fully grown trolls. They grew out of his toenails.
All right, Freya.
Okay.
Nolgrim. All right, Fergis. Looks like they're trying to push you forward.
I'm gonna go into here. I'm gonna call back, guys. There's another path through this cave as well, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do an investigation of the room as my action.
Go for it.
18.
You see the not so freshly now, but still within the last day, teared up raptor carcass that the troll was eating. You see kind of its rocky bed over here, and this is a collection of excrement and animal bones in a large pile of shit.
None of it looks like humanoid bones. They all look like animal.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's anything else you want to inspect about said pile, you'll need to get manual.
Start rolling up my sleeves. This is going to be a bad day. No. Yeah, that's my turn, though.
All right.
We have to examine this troll's gastrointestinal health so we can properly fucking...
It's like owls. We need to know how many mice they're eating. Let's tear open their poop.
Well, if we can bypass the rust bugs.
Miku walks over, releases his spores, and says, I don't understand your distaste for this.
Yeah, he can stick his foot right in there, and he actually gets nutrients. Because that's how mushrooms work. Oh, here, I'll just move the troll body. It's still there, but just... I thought I'd leave it there so you guys didn't freak out. Because trolls have a habit of coming back from the dead. Alright, Freya.
Not the ones we kill.
So we're not going to explore this room to the south?
Maybe.
If we can avoid it, I think we're gonna try to avoid it.
I'd still like to investigate in there, but we might as well check out this path first. Path of least resistance, as it is.
If you wanted to take a moment, I could send my bat in there and see if I could peer in through his eyes. I doubt the critters in there are going to mind the bat much.
Question, Gombo.
Mm-hmm.
Would rust monsters actually hurt us at all if we were to go in there without metal at all?
Give me a nature check.
17.
They are not naturally carnivorous or aggressive creatures, so they'll definitely come check you out to see if you do have any metal on you. But other than that, no, they probably wouldn't bite or attack you.
Something to consider.
Yeah, in the Fae campaign, they ran into some rust monsters, and their way of dealing with them is everyone just got down into their underwear and wandered into the room they were in. And then I had to make them roll for tetanus because the ground was covered in rusted metal that they were eating.
Oh, gross.
Well, they probably could have kept their boots on, but...
They said they just got down to nothing with their underwear.
At least I saw them.
It
At least they
was,
specified underwear.
yep, it was a weird afternoon. Nolgrim, did you already move?
Not yet. So, do you want me to send my bat in that, or what?
Couldn't hurt. You could at least see if there's any information that we can glean.
Okay. I'm gonna use the defender as my anchor point and kind of just put the hand on it and switch vision and send the bat in.
All right, I'll just move your token, so just don't move it for a second here.
Okay.
The invisible hand in the sky got Nolgrim, run!
Is this a door here?
Yeah, it's another door.
Okay. Yes, this. Go ahead.
Back. Because it should just still reveal everything with exploration. So.
So Nolgrim will come back into himself and say, "There's definitely more than a simple room there. Seems to go a little bit deeper. But so far, all I saw those rust monsters."
And there's a hall back here too, which goes deeper. So since we know what's in that room, we can save it for a minute.
All right.
Fergus?
Okay, so I'm going to 15, 20, 25. No, I'll step to here. Sorry. Just call back that the tunnel looks like it continues further in. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Thrum.
Sorry, I was already moving. He moves down to there.
No worries.
Miku would shove his foot around in the goop and make sure there's nothing valuable in there that we might like.
Give me an investigation.
He finds a poo penny.
And he's got some pretty bad mentals.
Yep.
Barbarian.
He's a fungus man. He can root around in there.
What was I rolling? Investigation.
Investigation, yeah.
That's pretty good.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, not bad. Nothing so far, though. You want to have him keep at it longer.
Nah.
I mean, the door's blocked at this point.
Yeah, he'll keep doing it.
Taskill.
Yeah, I guess we're going down this way.
Freya.
All right.
You see Miku rooting around in a pile of shit.
He's just eating.
Nolgrim.
Moving it.
Is that it?
My move action.
All right.
Unless if I could move a little bit further to help close in some gaps.
Well, it depends. Do you think in character Nolgrim would be sprinting right now?
He is starting to feel a little bit left behind. So he might give it a little bit more hustle.
I mean, 5 feet.
Yeah.
That's not that far.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't like being in the back.
Yeah. Especially since he seems to prefer to hang around Fergis.
Speaking of which, Fergus.
10.
It's another door.
Yep. So can I use my action to kind of peek it open?
You can use your object interaction, actually.
I'll do that.
Let me switch over to the dynamic lighting layer. It's like a double door. Do you want to open the left or the right door?
Let's see if I'm open.
Okay, let me
right
be
door.
a little bit more clear. Would you like to open the top or the bottom door from our perspective?
I want to be able to try to see this direction, so whichever the...
Gotcha. There's a wall.
Okay. I will just kind of stay there for now.
Okay. Thrum. So he's AFK right now. So we'll come back around to his turn. Taskill.
Mm-hmm. Well, presuming that he'll go deeper, it looks like we've come upon the back end of the rust monster room.
Freya.
And that is a very narrow and possibly blocked off section of tunnel down here.
That's where I'm keeping it.
Nolgrim.
You good there, Miku?
He's still searching for the time being, apparently, because Cope is AFK, so I'm gonna give him another round of it.
Okay. Since Thrum still there, go here. Yeah, probably hustle up to Fergus's side.
Okay. Fergus.
Guys, I think I'm gonna try to step into this room as I kind of drop my, but I'm gonna use this turn to kind of strip down my arrows off my shoulder and my backpack off my back and kind of pass it over to Nolgrim.
Gotcha.
Because I think this leads into the rust monster area, and I don't want them to eat my shit.
It looks like it. I'll take it.
Pretty much taking anything metal off of me.
Yeah. It looks like Cope is back. So Cope, you only missed one turn. So if you want to give Miku another investigation and then have Thrum move.
Okay.
Oh, still nothing.
Poop.
He's getting very full though.
Hey. It keeps going down there, it looks like.
All right. And Fergus, you said you spent your entire turn passing stuff out?
Yeah, I hand my backpack with my quiver on it to Nolgrim and just kind of take out my mithril dagger and throw it to the side. Basically, I just don't want anything metal on me when I go in there. Or I guess if Thrum would be there on this turn, I would just toss in my dagger. I still have my mushroom dagger, but that's not metal.
Yeah.
What's your plan, boy?
I think this leads to the rust monster room. I was going to go and check it out before we progress any farther down this possible tunnel.
You know, we might not have to kill these things if we can just walk right by.
That's the plan.
All right. So before Thrum's turn, you all kind of feel a slight vibration through your ears, and then a grinding and rumbling sound. As from this wall over here, this guy bursts out,
Oh no.
filling almost
Oh,
the
shit.
entire corridor. He is going to use his deadly leap attack. So he's going to technically be on these spaces here as he jumps the last 15 feet. So I need Fergus and Nolgrim to give me either a strength or dexterity saving throw, your choice. Okay, so Fergus fails, Nolgrim succeeds. Fergus, you are knocked prone. I'll just move this guy back so we can get to your token. And then I will roll the damage. So, Nolgrim, you'll take half of what I roll here.
Okay.
It's two different types, so each one is halved. So
This is a bullet, isn't it?
yes, it is.
I was gonna say I can't even see it, and I know that's a bullet.
Yeah, because this is part slashing, part bludgeoning. The first one is bludgeoning, the second one is slashing, but I don't think that really matters to you guys at the moment.
Nope.
But either way, I should roll them separately, because then Nolgrim is halved. So,
Yeah, I love them. They're good.
So, Fergus, you take 30 points of damage as it smashes into you.
I'm just looking at my scout abilities to see if I can add that to reflexes, but I don't think I can.
I take
Nope,
half that.
that's only the AC.
You take 15 damage total.
All right, and he would take 25 cold damage.
Okay. Let me just finish reading the spell.
Yeah, I like bullets. They're classic monsters.
Get a bullet
also
pet,
just-
name it Bill, then you have yourself a bullet bill.
Yep.
How much damage did you say it took?
25.
25. Okay. And then
It's on top of us.
It is technically it pushes both of you 5 feet out of its space.
So I guess that'd be here.
And I've heard people pronounce it like bullet.
Actually, you would be. I would say you're gonna be pushed into
The door.
Thrum space. Or actually, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll give you the door instead. I was gonna be kinder than that, but that's a wonderful suggestion.
Oh, great. Let's get them involved, too.
I'll roll their initiative in just a
Yeah,
moment.
because it's bullet spelled in a strange way, but I always just called it a bullet because it operates kind of like a bullet.
And Nolgrim since he succeeded, he is not prone and he is not shoved out of space. So let me just bring up the initiative. The bullets on the initiative now. I had it on the GM layer, and I'll just quickly roll for the rust monsters because now there's a commotion. 5. Hey, they are going to be just after Nolgrim. Okay.
And does Nolgrim move, or does he just stay there?
He succeeds the saving throw, so he stays there.
Okay.
Thrum. Just so you know, Thrum, to go big right now is to crush Taskill into the wall.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
And then if you step back and go big, then Freya won't be able to get to you guys.
Yeah, he's just going to rage
Mhm.
and try and smack this thing.
All right.
I am glad I said that I threw all my metal stuff before this happened.
Yep.
Rage. Actually, can you grapple something one size larger?
You can, but you won't have like all the advantages you had before, if I remember correctly.
But yes, you can grapple up to one size larger, I think.
One size larger in 5e. Okay. Yeah, he's going to try and grab it.
Okay.
Because ride the bullet.
Rash.
That was Miku. That should have been Thrum.
I'm pretty sure we know Miku's not grappling.
He got a 22. In this case, I'll go defender wins because that's how it works.
And then Thrum will hit him. Just punch him this time.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure that hit. Yeah, that hits. 14 damage.
A nice firm two-handed Captain Kirk blow.
I will say that's the one thing that the Pathfinder sheet is missing is being able to tack on a different type of damage.
Yeah, it's really nice. And just have like a little click thing.
Yeah. Because like sneak attack and stuff isn't always going to be on there. And anyway, sorry. Continue.
I like what y'all did in the Rune Lords game. Those work pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
The conditions stuff.
It's
just when you're adding extra dice is when you have to like roll that separately.
Make his turn go.
All right, he will hear the commotion. There he is. 5, 10, 15. He not know what that is, and he will throw a javelin at it.
Okay.
He should rage first, then throw a javelin at it.
That pings off of its armored body.
He finds that offensive.
All right. Taskill.
Right, well, first things first. Backing up a square, that probably opens me up.
Yes. It'll get a bite. 19?
I think that is exactly my armor class.
Awesome.
Good
41
news
points
is-
of damage.
Ooh.
Bullets are deadly.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
news it doesn't
that's-
have reach if it can attack from there with a AOO.
Mm-hmm.
Only 5 feet of reach.
So I'm at 6 hit points.
Why is
This
it
is-
always Taskill?
It really
is-
is.
This is very much the floor boss, by the way.
Yeah, well, in that
Yeah.
case, I'm an upcast Spirit Guardian, so...
To be fair, look at that. I got a 10, a 10, a 6, and 11. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
very high roll.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
Freya's
fully
been
expect
having to
fight a
use that
purple-
one
purple
cure
worm
wound
eventually,
spell a
too.
lot more than I thought she would.
All right. Your guardian's there. Wisdom saving throw from the bullet. Not their worst stat. 17?
Yeah, that makes it, was it half or...
Yeah, it's
half, yeah.
I think Spirit Guardian happens on their turn though.
Oh,
It is it. Oh, yeah, no, it's
I
not
thought it
its
was
turn.
when it first entered. We'll just
When it
remember
first
the 17.
entered or on its turn, so either way.
We'll remember the 17 then.
Mm.
Freya.
All right. How far up are the ceilings here?
10 feet.
10 feet.
Yep,
Oh.
each of these tunnels are 10 feet by 10 feet. The squares carved out of the earth. I actually did make notes about that in my notebook. I am improving.
More APs need to list heights of certain things.
Yeah,
Mm.
really. Some do, some don't.
Some do. There's some places in Runelord that they mention it, other ones they don't, and it's frustrating sometimes.
My personal favorite is one map from Skull and Shackles, where they're like, here is the part of 2 rooms of 1 ship. I'm like, yes, because the players definitely won't run outside these 2 rooms. These 2 10 by 10 rooms that you have.
For what purpose would they do these things?
Okay, here's what I think I'm going to do. Can I cast this? I can. Alright. I'm going to have the Steel Defender come up 10 feet. Then I will slap him with... Spider Climb.
Oh, very nice.
So then the Steel Defender will go 10 feet up onto the ceiling.
Yep. Let me just smack it with a blue dot or something so I don't forget.
There you
Or
go.
Spiderweb.
Can he continue to make the movement?
I'll say yeah. I think they said something about in the rule book about it always happens at the end of your turn, but I don't give a shit. Go ahead, continue.
Alright. That means the Steel Defender can move in there.
Mm-hmm. He's very much within reach because of the dimensions of the tunnel, and he's a large creature.
We'll use his Force Empowered Ren on the bullet.
That will not hit.
Didn't think it would, but that's not really wise there.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, so that you guys know, Thrum and who's that under here?
That's Nolgrim.
Nolgrim, you're both under the Steel Defender's benefit of his deflect attack.
Okay.
So, as a reaction, I can use that to make them roll at disadvantage when they make an attack at you. So
you're currently sharing a space with this thing, so you're flattened up against the wall there, Nolgrim.
Mhm.
If you wanted to, you could shift to be under the Steel Defender because it's on the ceiling.
Would I
So-
be able to move here?
It would provoke an attack of opportunity unless you disengage.
Did I already
Unless
use a
it already
reaction?
used it. Yeah.
Oh, yep, you're right.
Yeah, because I don't like being.
Yeah, here,
Where my
I'll
spells
back
are.
it up so that way you can move.
I think he can click it regardless
Yeah,
if it's
I
on
got
him.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah, it's the GM that has to move things. to be
Yeah.
able to-
So
in fact,
Nolgrim
if you right click on it, you can just put it to the back. It makes it easier.
will use the confusion to scurry away and get some distance so he could start slinging some spells. He'll turn and let's see. Yeah, he'll bust out his grudge on it, and can't think of anything snappy off the top of my head right now.
That's fine. You don't have to every time.
But does it latch on to?
Yeah, it does. It was
Okay.
only the ghost. It's just
Okay.
because that ghost was literally a honorable dwarven ancestor
Yeah.
still fulfilling its duty. I didn't feel like it
Yep,
died.
and that makes perfect sense to me.
Like all your other spells would work just fine, but
And then
I'm
he
not-
would
nullifying your class. That would be stupid.
yeah, right. But no, that made perfect sense.
Hmm.
So then he will reach into his spell components pouch and go to cast one of his spells, but end up accidentally grabbing that charred husk of whatever it was,
Mhm.
not even realize it would enchant something, or would utter something, kind of acting almost on reflex.
Mhm.
And do you want to describe it, Gombo, or should I, as I'm doing
yeah, you wrap your hands around this charred shard, and though you can't see it because you're focused on the bullet, probably Freya and Miku next to you see like the veins around your hand where you're grabbing it turn black and slowly work its way up your arm and up your throat. You then have a sudden wave of nausea as you suddenly then spontaneously just vomit out like a thick, inky black substance onto the floor, interrupting your chanting. And where did you want to have this thing appear?
right here.
Yeah, it snakes along the ground really fast until it pools in that area. And you see a hand come out of the inky pool and grab onto the stone and start hauling itself out.
We'll go with the Gorbor one.
Okay.
Oh, is this the summon demon spell?
Not quite.
Not exactly. What you guys see, except for Fergus.
I think I can see it too.
Well, go ahead and throw down your token there, Loki. You should be able to clear the dragon. And then select it to the proper one.
Yep.
What you see is it's the same shape and proportions as a dwarf, as it's hauling itself out. It only wears ragged tatters, but its flesh is just a massive patchwork of scar tissue upon scar tissue, an incredibly over-muscled frame. And when I say over-muscled, I don't mean like the Chris Evans, like Captain America style. I mean like the ugly kind of like layered muscle of someone who does nothing but nonstop like manual labor. And it's hauling with it a sword that looks like it's made out of nothing but dried, encrusted blood. Its lips are almost entirely gone as there's like a cut up the side of its face as it lets a sneer as it sees the enemy.
Talking to Rob Liefeld, Captain America.
And all of you who see this, you are suddenly struck with the very profound knowledge. Like, you don't know how it came to you, just innately looking at this thing. But this used to be a dwarf, but it's not anymore. It's like you're looking at a wrong thing. Anyway.
Is it able to attack on the Starlight?
Yes,
Or
it
okay.
operates at the end of your turn.
Okay, so he'll go with the multi-attack with his big-ass sword.
Mm-hmm.
And his name is...
Do, 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 do.
First one will hit, second one will miss. You could just click, if you want on that sheet, you can just click the actual weapon and it'll roll it for you.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
So
roll
just-
damage normally this time, but...
Yeah, you don't have to macro everything. It's all good.
Jonathan.
Or 14 damage.
14 damage. Nice. Yep, just cuts into it with its blood-crusted sword.
I think that will be its turn as well.
God, those proportions.
I know. Man, the 90s. Dark times. I was born in the 90s. I'm allowed to say that. Moving on.
Someone did like an artistic representation of that Captain America, by the way, of like what a skeletal structure would be.
Rob Liefeld.
Yeah.
His rib cage has 3 rib cages.
Rust Monster's turn.
He's got Space Marine proportions.
Space Marines are more proportional out of the armor than that. I would just like to pull them out.
Really, the problem seems like he's switched perspective and angle like halfway through.
Right.
You got some curious faces over here, Fergus.
Yeah. I'm just like, hi.
One of them,
big bug.
one of them is like really up close to you, and it's like you see it's like little antenna twitching, and it's like kind of twitching and touching your clothes. You probably have like a belt buckle or something that you forgot to take off, and that just immediately corrodes and goes down, and it starts kind of nibbling on the rust on the floor from it.
Nice little rust monster.
I just want to say I like how.
Oh, yeah, you're prone, so it's like right over you. By the way,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just like a dog just coming over.
Yeah, because it's like a big four-legged cockroach, basically. If you look at the picture.
I'm like,
I like how magical beast in D&D basically just means animal we made up.
Yep. All right,
It
Fergus.
really has much to do with magic.
Trying to be careful not to upset it, but I gotta stand up from prone.
Mm-hmm.
Just let it have my belt buckle.
Yep, it doesn't AOO you. It doesn't feel threatened. It doesn't feel threatened as yet.
Okay, bonus action. I'm going to healing word, and not healing word, second wind.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, wait, what? When did you get
Oh,
that?
I took a cleric dip, didn't you know? I heal for 9, and I'm trying to stab at this thing.
Mhm.
Stab it with the mushroom.
That'll hit.
Takes. I'm not sure if it'll take the poison, but 16
Oh.
points of piercing damage.
Be sure. Yeah, it does. So it's 16 points of piercing, and then 2, so it's 18 damage total. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you heard me say this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that's all I can do.
All right.
Suppose
is-
it's time to see what's going to take half of.
Yep.
7 damage at least.
Yep.
Okay, who's the bullet killing this round?
It is going to perform the disengage action.
Oh wait, I forgot that they do that stupid thing where the upper is the upper cast, so it's 19, so
Okay.
2 more damage.
Okay. It's going to disengage and then dive through this wall.
Pussy.
Which kind of like the ground kind of like collapses and fills it in, so you guys can't really get through that. Okay, so that's 2 more damage. And then the wall, there's motion in the wall behind Freya as this one pops its head through and bites at Freya.
Oh, yay, multiple bullets.
Though if it is a different one, that means it gets to taste of the Guardian's furies of its own.
Yep. So that's 41 piercing damage on Freya. I got another one. Daddy's rolling hot rocks tonight.
17 if it fails.
Wisdom.
Well, 4
That'll
hit
make it.
points.
So that's 8 damage.
Also, in case I'm wrong, I'm not sure if I'm wrong, if the same one did re-enter your Spirit Guidance, I think it still takes damage again.
Yeah, it still does. And then this will provoke an attack of opportunity from Freya, but I think you only have your crossbow out, but it is going to then leave. Yeah, it bursts its head through and just massive bite, slams you in the wall, lets you go, and just shimmies back in. It was only like half through the wall.
I think they're going to have to roll a natural 20 to keep up Spider Climb, though.
Oh, yeah. You'll need to do your concentration for Spider Climb. Thank goodness Nolgrim isn't standing under you.
Right.
If you have Warcaster, I'm not sure who does, but I know that gives advantage to this. But
I think Nolgrim is the one that does.
I know Nolgrim does, but I wasn't sure if anyone else had it.
But yeah, Michael, go ahead and give us a concentration.
I'm looking for the.
It's just a Constitution saving throw.
Is this a what?
Constitution saving throw.
All right.
You have to get a 20.
Ooh, so close. So yeah, Steel Defender falls to the ground, losing Spider Climb. Thankfully, not so high that it would take fall damage. I don't feel like that's a thing for just 5 feet.
Especially something made of metal.
Yeah, exactly.
Here goes all my health and the second level spell.
Huzzah.
What, you thought they were just going to stand there and take it? Thrum.
Does he know where this thing went?
Yep, it went straight down. And dashed through this wall here. Because it's got a burrow speed.
It went under the ground and then went that way. Otherwise, even disengage, wouldn't this block the path?
No, it can move through.
Okay.
It's always so tricky with like large creatures and stuff, and it can kind of dig through the dirt there as well. You're in its domain. You're underground.
Yeah.
Guess he is just going to ready in action to attack if it comes back out.
All right, Miku.
Same thing.
All right.
Got a javelin ready to throw.
Do you want to
Taskill.
move into a more open area?
You lead it back into the back cave.
Aye.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Fighting retreat?
Well, I'm going to pull back that far. Item interaction to pull out the flask. I think it's bonus to drink from it.
This is correct.
And since that's full now, that's what? 64 plus 6.
Yep, you can do as many charges as you want.
Yep. Well, I might survive another fight.
That one that ran away, the first one that ran away, looks very seriously wounded, just so you guys know.
Okay.
All right, Freya.
Okay. And using Cure Wounds. Alright, and that's my turn.
Nolgrim.
Nolgrim will move here and ready in action to use a Eldritch Blast on any head that pops out.
Okay.
And then this one will start pulling back as well. 30 there.
So yeah, Thrum, just something awful just walks right past you. Like, objectively worse than the bullet? Like, the bullet is dangerous, sure, but it's like an animal.
Things are getting weirder and weirder.
And also, Nolgrim did kind of vomit it up.
Mhm. But no time to really.
We'll have to talk about that.
I think I have some. I don't even know what's going on either, but yes, a discussion for sure.
The rust monsters kind of crowd in to look at you some more, Fergus, but since you very specifically said that you took all that stuff off, they're not attacking you or anything.
Okay.
So it's our turn.
Fergus is just gonna call out, guys. I don't know what to do here. If I move, the rust monsters are gonna get you. So if there's anything to hit, try to lure it over here.
I'll close the door and make your way around. I believe that will connect to the front door if you go around the corner.
They're kind of swarming me over here. Thrum, are you gonna go big?
Go big or go home.
I think we're going
I'm
home right now.
gonna bonus action then disengage
Mm-hmm.
and move to here. That's 10, 15.
Are you able to use an action to close the door behind you?
Can I use an item interaction to
interaction.
shut the door?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll do that, but who knows if they can get out or not. So
I mean, they got in somehow. You kind of doubt that dwarves left rust monster eggs inside their mine.
you know what? I don't know what dwarves do. Okay.
It's fair.
So that means I moved here. Bonus action disengage. I'm gonna hold an action to attack if I see an enemy.
Gotcha. You hear rumbling and scraping and the crashing of stone. But then nothing happens. Thrum, if you don't take damage or hit something this round, you lose your rage.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Can he just hit the wall?
No.
There's plenty of rust monsters in the hallway.
There's Fergus right behind you.
Both are technically valid, except for the wall thing.
He will go large.
Okay.
Interesting
And
strategy.
smack Fergus.
And take a step back. That's it. Looks like he'll
Lose the rage.
prepare an action to attack an enemy if it shows up, but I guess he loses his rage.
All right. Miku's also in the same predicament.
Yep. He will follow the group and move.
All right. Taskill.
So we're trying to fall back more into the jungle one.
Probably, hopefully, something not as confined.
I don't know what's the plan, Nolgrim.
So we'll get to here and kind of dodge action.
Get there. If they follow us, then we continue to fight. If not, then I think we might have been getting close to their nest.
Freya.
And then, do I want to do another cure wounds that maybe I might not die the next time I get hit? Yes. All right, that's my turn.
All right. All right. Nolgrim.
All right. Yeah, Nolgrim will continue to move here and ready an attack. And well, let me move. So that's where I'm moving, but I need to get back into sight of this guy.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he'll stay there and watch the other two real quick. And
Okay.
just get ready to attack.
So he's just going to attack the next thing that gets in range?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Rust monsters. All right. Fergus. Is it your end of your move there, Richard?
Was muted. Sorry, I'm gonna step there next to this creepy thing.
Mhm.
Kind of be like, ugh. But I'm going to. Can I use? I'm gonna use my item interaction to grab my dagger off of Thrum.
Yeah. That's no
I did
problem.
say I handed it to him, so he
Mhm.
probably has it on his person somewhere.
Mhm.
So I have both of my daggers, and I'm gonna hold my bonus action to hex the first enemy I see that's like one of these bullets.
Mhm. Okay, cool. By the way, Loki, could you have your
Or
summon
Hunter's
there
Mark, not hex.
make an attack roll?
Yes.
Oh, did I have it set to auto always advantage? Sorry. It's on me. But that first one is 27, which will hit Fergus's AC. So just click attack there.
Oh, I meant to say enemy. Would it really attack another dwarf?
Yeah.
Oh,
These
cool,
are
cool.
not nice things that you've summoned, Loki. We
Okay.
established it.
Yeah, that's true.
And your telepathic orders were attack the next thing.
Sorry.
That's why I asked for clarification.
Sorry.
No, just click the attack. Just click. It literally says attack on the Roll20 thing, just like your normal thing. Just see on the.
He
little-
has
I gotcha.
to automatically do damage, so he doesn't actually do that.
Yeah.
Yep. So there we go. That's 15 points of slashing damage there, Fergus, and you cannot regain hit points until.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna use my D8. It's not gonna make it miss, but it will reduce the damage to half.
Cool. As it just chuckles to itself like a private joke and takes a swing at you.
I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa! I know I'm not the best dwarf, but what the fuck?
Hold on, I forgot to set this thing to. There we go. It should have advantage toggle now.
Okay.
My bad. But yeah. Bullets turns. All quiet. Thrum.
Just gonna take another step back. and prepare to attack.
Mm-hmm. If you want, since you're no longer raging now, Thrum, you can give me a nature roll.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like bullets are something that might been in Thrum's wheelhouse before. Never mind. First time you've seen anything like this. It's weird. All right. Miku's turn. And yes, look, I know I pulled you something there, but if you read the description of that particular one that you summoned, of its personality trait.
Yeah.
Miku's just gonna hang out waiting, ready to attack.
Taskill.
Yes, that I will put an upcast Cure Wounds onto Freya. As she's close and pretty heavily wounded. 17.
Do you imagine if we did this after we had fought the fucking troll?
It was a good call. I mean, you might have been able to pull it off with if you just took all your short rests, but...
Yeah, but then the ghost comes back.
True.
Fight the bullets and the ghost.
Ghost bullets.
They fly through walls.
And they take half damage from everything.
Yeah, it's kind of like when I was first learning Mutants and Masterminds, one of the characters I designed for myself was a person who drove a car that could pass through walls, but I put the points into it where it could selectively not pass through certain objects and people. So he could literally drive through a building and hit exactly the one person that he wanted. And what's even better is he could hit them, and then they become intangible, and then he carries them out of the building until he doesn't want them to be intangible anymore. It's the ultimate drive-by. All right. So, and your turn, Taskill?
Yeah.
Freya.
I don't think the bullets are going to attack us out here.
Anyone who wants to, anyone who's proficient in nature other than Thrum, because he already flubbed it, could give a nature roll on your turn if you'd like.
Yeah, I plan on doing that. I just hadn't got a chance to do it.
You did kind of get attacked by this thing.
Have to be proficient at it, though.
I just feel like bullets are kind of like in the weird space of like only if you really know about nature.
Okay.
So whatever you want to do, Freya.
All right, I guess I will step out over here, keep the Steel Defender right there, and wait to see a bullet.
Nolgrim. You probably do hear Fergus swear it with the sound of a stabbing.
Yeah, so moving in to figure out what happened there.
Yo, your new friend just bit me with a sword.
With a sword, actually. And as you see, it slashed you with that sword, Fergus, but the blood from the wound stays on the sword and it dries, reinforcing the blade.
That's great.
Snowgirl will go there and ready an attack against a bullet that appears. I imagine he would be inclined to make his way back down this way.
I mean, he still has to follow your commands.
Yeah. Nolgrim will say...
You have an empathic link.
Yeah, and kind of seeing that he doesn't really seem to discern friend or foe too well, probably direct him back towards where they first encountered the bullet.
Gotcha.
And prepare attack for when a bullet or a rust monster appears.
Good call.
Wait, I know what we have to do. We have to bite them.
All right. Rust monsters. Okay. Fergus.
Um,
Reminder, you cannot heal.
yeah. I'm going to stay put and do the same thing. Get prepared to Hunter's Mark when I see a target.
Okay. Oh, did you want to do your nature roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's high enough. You've heard stories. Some farmers get plagued by bullets, sometimes on the open fields. Bullets have tremor sense of up to 60 feet. So you're not going to be able to set up your own kill box. They're just going to hang back and wait for you to come into their preferred terrain. You came into their house. They're not going to chase you down to where they're vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
They're ambush predators.
Relay whatever information I can, but the action is still the same. I'm just gonna hold and prepare to lay down a Hunter's Mark.
Okay. You hear some rustling and jostling stones. But that's about it. Thrum.
So what do we want to do here, boys? We want to coax him out, or we want to get out?
Yeah, can't reclaim this tunnel if we leave creatures like these about. But then
Also,
again,
they're kind of blocking the only path forward.
There we go. And he starts walking forward very slowly.
Can you imagine if they
Gotta
ambushed us
go
were going
through
down that
'em.
150-foot tunnel?
Prepare an action to attack.
All right. Miku.
He ain't scared.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Wait, ghosts?
Yeah, ghost bullets.
All right. Taskill.
Mhm. Well, I'm gonna do another upcast cure wounds on myself, which will hopefully come through sometime this year. And I guess we're going back in.
Should we
connection-
reconvene and take a quick breather?
God damn it! Connection interrupted. I've gotta.
Could we get in that other room and just take a quick short rest?
Well, you know what? Purely out of character, since we're kind of at a lull in combat, I'm going to take a bio, so I don't know if people want to do the same, since we're kind of at our halfway mark anyway.
works for me.
I'll be back.
That is weird. Now it's saying Windows can't connect, but it's picking up noise again from Skype. Skype. Specifically had it reconnect before we went into the game because that seemed to make it not drop as often. Oh well, I've already got to download the this Skype recording audio for it. Yeah.
I'm back.
Mm-hmm. Have the weirdest craving for something with marshmallows in.
I
And I
mentioned
know.
marshmallows earlier.
No, it's been kind of off and on for like the last week. And the week before that, I bought a bag of marshmallows and went through them. But it was like, I want marshmallows, but not these ones. I want something not quite marshmallow.
Sometimes I make homemade cereal bars. And last time I did it, what was it? I used marshmallows and I made like Captain Crunchberry cereal bars. I'm like, this is the worst thing for me, but it was delicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In other news, I'm going to be going back on the gastric program. I talked to the doctor today. And
Entirely unrelated news.
yeah, it's entirely unrelated. So hopefully I can get that done eventually and I can curb my eating habits because I'd like to not die when I'm 40.
I'm back.
I'm
Yeah.
back. Oh yeah, Richard, I suppose I should clarify something on that 18 as well about bullets.
Mhm.
As per the rules of Burrow, they cannot move through solid stone. So, like the ground that you're on right now, or the walls, or like these walls here,
Mhm.
they can move through these because they're like piles of rocks.
But like,
So-
what about like these rocks and stuff here?
Yeah, they can't get through those. So that's kind of part of the reason why they're not following you, is because then they would lose their advantage and they'd just be walking dumbly into a tunnel to be slaughtered, one at a time.
I would inform people of such, but like is the ground that we're on hard, like solid rock?
Yeah,
or-
it is hard. It was only able to get past Loki's new friend there because it basically fills the entire tunnel, and bullets are used to verticality, so it just kind of like twisted its body and braced like 2 feet on the floor and 2 feet on the wall, and just kind of scooched past with a disengage.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, again, I would inform people of that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so how did it get through to hit Freya back here? Like it was through here?
It dived through that. Because this is like rubble, not exactly like dead. It's not solid rock.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked when I was planning this encounter. I looked that up. Like, what stops just a bullet from just like beelining you from the start of the dungeon? It's like, oh, it can't move through completely solid stone, which dwarves would do for most things. So Taskill heals up and he moves there. I also remembered that I forgot to turn on his visible aura, so you guys should be able to see that now.
Now we've got a standard chance of surviving another bite.
I think we ought to regroup and take a breather.
I believe that one we started out with was on the roofs.
Oh yeah, didn't you Grudgeblade hex him?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot to mark that one on.
Mm.
That wouldn't have changed his health, but I just won't
No.
remember which one that you marked.
It's also worth
Geez,
noting
stop complaining. We've barely started adventuring again.
that the aura says it halves an enemy's speed, so
I
Can
did forget
take down
about that.
a couple.
They are stupid crazy fast though.
yeah.
they
Not
are-
gonna be super fast.
40-foot movement speed.
You can
so-
take care of a couple of land sharks.
And as I said, that first one that you guys were fighting was like on death's door.
Yeah. But well, that's action and a move, so
Freya.
All right. Can I move through Taskill there? Taskill.
Yeah, you definitely can. It's wide enough.
Okay.
Can't really end on his space, but you can absolutely move through.
All right. And then
actually get some of the boar meat and make the steel defender a costume so that they'll attack it.
coming in that way. And yeah, that's where I'm going to end my turn.
All right. Nolgrim.
We'll move here and direct this guy to continue on here.
Right.
And ready to attack if a bullet was to poke out of the poke within reach. Bullet.
All right. Frost monsters. Listen, I don't need to pretend. I don't need to pretend with you guys. They're mainly just being passive in there. Only if there's a lot more commotion, they might come out. So, Fergus.
You caught me right when I was taking a bite.
Of course.
Just step over here then. I'm going to prepare the same action I did last time. Just...
I think you're currently under someone, so I don't even know where you are. Oh, you're under Miku.
Oh, is he there? I don't see him there.
Really?
Hold on. Let me reload.
Reload.
Yeah, for some reason he was not there on my screen, so...
Intense.
Like, and then all of a sudden Thrum moved in like a spaz motion. So I'm like, oh, okay, now I see.
Yep.
Oh
Need
shit, you know what I'm gonna do? Since they didn't seem to really hurt me much, I'm gonna see if I can step back in here and the other rust monsters again.
Unfortunately, because of Thrum's prestigious side, he is filling the corridor.
Gotcha.
So would he not have been able to get down there?
Probably not, but I kind of forgot until now, so just let's let it be for now.
So I'm just gonna hold my action to Hunter's Mark if I see something.
Okay, sounds good. Well, its turn to pop its head out and take a bite. 25, I assume, hits.
Yeah.
21 piercing damage.
Okay.
As it just bites in there and thrashes it about.
Can we take ready attacks?
Alright, so he'll start with his.
Okay, that'll hit. Even I'm giving it like a half cover, so its AC is like 2 higher, but that still hits. So
Then Nolgrim will throw out his ready to Eldritch Blast. Do I get both of them, or is it just the one?
just
Like,
the one.
As long as both, it's still casting a spell, and the spell
Is it?
fires multiple.
Okay, I'm gonna them both.
Yeah, because the spell fires multiple
Tell you
things.
what, though, sometimes the ready to action thing feels very powerful, but that misses anyway. So.
I know physical attack
Second
is only one, but I think it's since it's kept casting. I don't
And
know.
this is not the one that you have a grudge against, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure, so I'll leave it to you to decide.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
Yep.
So that second one does hit. And then was that everyone's thing?
Thrum's gonna throw an axe at him.
Okay, that'll hit. Not a lot, but it's damage. Alright, then it is going to burrow back in.
If he's not disengaging with that.
For some reason, that the hand axe didn't roll damage.
Yes, on my screen it did. It was
No,
4.
it says 4, but it didn't
That's
roll
just
anything.
my strength.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just add 2 more.
And if he's fleeing, does that thing get a provoke an attack of opportunity against?
I guess technically, it feels weird that you get a prepared action and an AOO.
Oh wait, no, you're right. Actually, prepared actions take a reaction to activate.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
that's
right.
what I was
That's
wondering
the
about.
official
That. I'm just
5e
like,
thing.
that just felt
No.
like a lot of action economy fuckiness. But then if it takes a reaction, that makes me feel better. So yeah,
It takes a reaction to use the ready to action.
yeah,
So-
okay, cool. That makes me feel better. Never mind. But yeah, it takes a bite and then it dives back in. Thrum.
All right, Thrum will go small.
Okay.
And then head up here. And ready an attack.
Okay.
Or if it comes out again.
Miku.
Miku will come on down too. And ready an attack.
Taskill. I mean, realistically, if it comes out, it's going to provoke an AOO, so readying the attack is kind of redundant at that point. But yeah.
Gotcha.
I'll make the dodge action again.
Well, then again, if it doesn't withdraw or something like that, prevents it from getting away,
Yeah.
you still get your attack.
Preparing an attack is basically just lining up a for sure attack opportunity.
Yeah. Just feels more like what the character would do, running down there, terrified where this thing's going to pop out.
I hear you. So is that the end of your movement there, Taskill?
Yeah, and dodge action. Cause...
Yep, makes sense. Freya.
All right. Moving over here and preparing a attack.
Okie Nolgrim.
He'll look over to Fergus and say, "Watch yourself. A bullet passed through that rock fall and got a good hit against Freya, I believe. So you're not safe standing there, Fergus. And shift forward a little bit and ready Eldritch Blast for should a bullet appear."
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm just grumbling under my breath. Well, maybe if you didn't summon things that wanted to kill me, Jesus.
Miku and Thrum are probably close enough to notice the bite mark that was this massive gaping wound into this thing that Nolgrim summoned. It was blood, but the blood immediately sucks back into the body, and then the wound immediately turns into scar tissue as it heals 10 hit points.
10 or is it 5?
What was it? I thought it was whatever its regeneration is.
It says 5.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was thinking of something else.
I'll happily upgrade
the
to
troll
10.
had 10 regeneration. That's why it was in my head. Yeah, but no, it has regeneration though.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to point this out. Regeneration technically persists even after 0 hit points, and I know it's a summon, but it technically doesn't desummon until you lose concentration. So I think it just keeps getting back up.
Well, it does say regains 5 hit points on its turn if it has at least 1 hit point.
Okay.
It looks like the spell looks like
handout like a month ago.
Yeah, and it looks like the spell we reskinned kind of took that into consideration.
Yeah, same though. Terminator stuff is fun.
Yep.
All right, best monsters. Hey, okay. So with all the commotion, let me do something here. Come on, you. Let me. Right? Nope, that doesn't. You know what? I'll just delete it. Sorry, I was having some issues. Either way, with all the commotion, these doors pop open because this rust monster is curious. So that's its moves. 1 second here. And what do you have on you, by the way, Thrum?
Good question. He is not wearing his armor.
Mm-hmm. Benefits of being overbearing, because I figure everything Miku has is either his natural armor or like stone spears. So I'm not.
You might have another hand axe on you.
He threw his hand axe. He does have 2 light hammers.
And you have your spear, I think, too.
He has a pike, which I always think of those as just being wooden.
The ending is definitely metal, though.
Okay. And he has his backpack on. Now, inside his backpack, that's where the goodies are.
Yeah, anything inside the bag of holding it's safe. It can't smell that. Either way, that.
I guess he'd go after... I guess it would be the...
Are you holding your pike right now?
Hammer first.
Oh, what do you have in your hands?
He just pulled the hand axe and threw it, so I guess he shifted back to his pike.
Yeah, so it sees you like positioned with the pike, and you have to give a dexterity saving throw because it is going to touch and start corroding the pike's head to start eating that.
All right.
Like it doesn't even really acknowledge.
My stick, beastie.
You see it, it's like up on some of its hind legs, and it's like trying to get to the pike.
I feel so bad. They're like little dogs who just want the treat.
That's how they're described in the monster manual. I shit you not. They're described as being completely passive. They just eat armor off of people's bodies. But they're not actually like aggressive because they're not a predator.
I've got that spare set of chainmail that I've swapped out. Should I toss that to them and use it as just distraction, or are we just going to power through these guys?
That's the question.
Well, if we're lucky, it'll distract both the rust monster and the bullet. It's easier prey.
Either way, it's your move, Fergus.
Just look at Nolgrim. Shatter. Gonna go here. It's been a while since that guy used his action to hit me, so I think I can restore health now.
Yeah, you're
Because
good.
I'm gonna bonus action down a potion, and then just hold my action to attack.
Mhm.
So I'll roll that while you're going on.
Rumbling and scraping. Thrum.
All right. Sorry. Thrum's gonna stab this thing.
That's fine.
I don't know why I feel guilty about it.
Because they're big puppy dogs.
They are.
That's how I always roleplay them. I can't help it.
Actually, he's gonna try and grab it. Grapple it.
All right. Strength is not great, so 9. You'll probably succeed. Yep.
All right. Can he? Because he's still got his movement, so he can. I'm gonna move and take it with me
Okay.
and push it back in the door and shut the door.
Okay. Well, let me move the thing before you.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Shut
Yeah,
the bad
shut
dog.
the
Get
door.
back in there. Back in there.
It starts slamming against the door, but it's good for now.
And can I? Is there a way to wedge my pike? Like, I don't know what kind of door handle it looks like, but is there a way to slide?
Any sort of door handle that used to be on these doors looks like it's gone now, as most of it was rusted away.
Gotcha.
Could you jam it like under the door or something?
Yeah. Can I jam it in like leverage wise?
Until
Like,
Russ.
take a dagger and.
I mean, it'll just rust through the door.
Oh, we can do that.
Well,
Right.
yeah, to
Important
jam the
question.
dagger into the door, it would be within reach underneath the door, and then it would just touch it and it would rest it. So
Doors open inward or outward?
they open inwards,
So at least it can't push its way back out.
at least not easily.
That's all right. I feel like that was enough of an action for him. Miku will move around the corner here.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep. There's nothing. It's just a dead end.
Oh yeah. I don't have sight on Miku, so.
Yep. It's a dead end though. It's just like a little narrow gap.
Okay. He'll hold right there.
It looks like all the directions you found, the only way forward is through the rust monster room. Taskill.
Oh, and Miku readies.
Mm-hmm. So I'll move up to this corner and dodge action again.
Mhm.
I don't know how much it'll actually help when it comes down to it, but
Disadvantage. Natural ones happen. Freya.
That's all I'm doing.
Nolgrim.
Nolgrim will shift over for a bit better line of sight and ready an Eldritch Blast for should the bullet reappear.
I feel like you don't need to specify that anymore.
Okay.
We kind of know.
Yeah. And same with this guy, and I'll heal him up again. So, yep, both of us ready to attack.
All right. Thrum, give me an athletics roll at advantage as you're trying to hold this door as the rust monster is trying to break it down. Hungry, and you got good food. It's not getting through.
Thrum pulls so hard against it, he tears off the door the other way. Shit!
Just holds it like a surfboard.
All right. Fergis. Also, just to let you guys know, since we're back up the initiative order, if your entire plan for this encounter is to pop a squat in this corner and continue holding actions, we will be here for the rest of the session. I'm just letting you know. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but like at some point, like the animal is not going to run into the obvious fire zone that everyone is watching.
Especially now we're heavily wounded.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just letting you know because there's still a lot of dungeon, and I don't need this to be the rest of Sons of Dammerhall.
Well, I thought we almost had him, but then we kept waiting.
Because at some point, that holding action will turn into a short rest, and then they'll get short rests, and then that short rest will turn into long rests, and then we're back to square one. Because literally no one has killed anyone.
So is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm sorry. I'm just letting you know.
It's fine. Thrum's holding to get the door shut. Those are double doors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they both have holes where there would be handles?
Yep.
I'm going to thread a rope between the two of them and try to shut the door that way and keep it shut.
Okay. Yeah. Just move yourself up. It's easy enough to do.
And I'll spend my action doing that.
Yep, that's reasonable.
So at least that's one problem off of our mind, because they can't rust through rope. They might be able to shoot through it eventually, but...
If they feel like it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, maybe with them distracted at that door, we could sneak around the other side. If that is a dead end down there. Because it looks like we're going to have to deal with them either way.
So it's your turn.
I just hate to kill the beasts. They're so tame. Passive.
It is your
Never
turn.
heard
though.
of anybody eating a rust monster.
As you say, you don't want to go through it. This guy will turn, look at you, and say, "I'll do it," with a menacing smile.
Yeah, we need to talk about our new companion there.
Yeah, and he speaks in Dwarven too.
All right, better him than me.
Hey, we don't know what that room's purpose. Could be they've eaten quite a bit of gear we could have otherwise used.
There might be stuff magical in there they can't eat.
Yeah, magical weapons give them horrible indigestion.
Mm-hmm.
Or there also might be things that aren't made of metal. I know that's shockingly funny when we're in a dwarven mine, but you know.
There's Mick. Now it's Miku, because I assume that you're just stepping back as your turn from.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the...
Miku will make his way past this abomination that he's not a big fan of.
Yep.
And come hang out and hold the wall up with Thrum.
Cool. Taskill.
Yeah, I guess I'll move up to where the party's at. Oh, hey, look. Someone left a door open.
It is closed.
It
I
is
just
closed,
deleted
yeah.
the thing.
You can just see the antenna sticking out through the holes as I'm trying to tie it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nope, but I just put a finger and push the antenna back in.
It makes a sad clicking sound.
No, I'm looking back towards Freya.
I like your dog voice, Richard. Nope.
Nope.
I'm looking back towards Freya, and there's one behind her.
So wondering
At
if
least
people,
on my end.
yeah, I
God,
was
just an
wondering
ambush.
if people would notice. It's been just kind of like absent-mindedly sauntering out.
Freya wasn't saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
No concern.
Michael might be muted. I don't know.
No, I hadn't really noticed it.
Would have here in a minute once it started going after the steel defender.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's probably staring down and drooling, and it just walked into an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Freya, that's your turn.
And having used a move, can I prepare for when that comes around the corner over here?
Sure.
All right, then that's the move.
Nolgrim.
As much as we're trying to spare these beasties, I think we're kind of trapped into deciding whether we want to save our gear or save them. Any objection to powering through them?
Mow them down.
All right. And then
Did
Whoever
we
was
get
arguing
information that
this,
this
yes,
is
kill them,
blocked?
please.
It is blocked, yes.
Okay.
Miku can confirm.
all right. Nolgrim will throw Eldritch Blast at this one.
All right, go for it. Hit.
Wait, what are you throwing Eldritch Blast at?
The rust monster up here.
I'm joking.
Oh, is there one up?
That one will miss, though.
Okay.
Oh, is there one up this way?
Yeah.
I didn't hear?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thought you were like blasting me while I'm trying to tie up the door. I'm like, oh shit!
What am I doing?
Why
Regicide.
is everyone trying to kill me right now?
Did I piss in your morning rations? Nolgrim, what's going on? Yeah, so you hit it. You do some damage on the first one. Still up.
Okay.
And then you got your buddy down there.
Yeah. He's going to move up to the door. And
I'll just say probably him just doing his attack is cutting through the rope that Fergus just finished tying and not going to sweat this.
okay. So yeah, he'll
Meanwhile, Fergus is like holding the broken ends of the rope.
You're like, and done. And the sword just comes down.
so
Where
first
is it
attack
at?
to break the rope and open the door, and then second attack against the beastie on the other side. Assuming it's still there.
Yeah, it is still there. And you can just do both attacks. I'm just saying the first
Okay.
attack automatically cuts through the rope.
Gotcha.
Kidding.
It wasn't the strongest rope. It was just
Yeah.
a rope.
All right.
First attack.
That is... Yeah, they'll both hit. So that is 13 damage. And then the first one was 11 damage. Is very grievously hurt.
Mm-hmm. And then, I assume with the door now open, the start of its turn. Very low damage, but hey.
Yep, it fails the wisdom saving throw. So yeah, this new hideous companion of Nolgrim slices through the rope, cuts into its head, then brings the sword around, slices its back, and then just a radiant spectral dwarf apparates through the wall and just whaps it with a hammer, and it's dead. It gives like a very sad. As it like does that insect thing where it flops onto its back and its legs curl in.
Good news is I don't really need to ask for the baddies anymore.
Rust monsters are totally neutral. It's fine. I just love making feel people bad for attacking them.
Yep.
Because it makes what's like, oh no, our gear monster suddenly so much more like, but like, should we? But they're so...
I don't want to kick the dog.
I just love that the I know that the info in the monster manual just says an orc would rather face a squad of a dwarf would rather face a squad of orcs than face a single rust monster.
Yeah.
I'll just move the it's dead there, but I just moved its token so you could move more easily.
And am I able to move attack move, or does that require
Yeah,
a feat? Okay.
Nope, that's just 5th edition.
All right. Just want to make sure. So no, we'll tuck back into that corner.
If you want to have your buddy there advance in,
Oh, yeah.
I can need like his
5, 10,
eyes.
15. So yeah, he would. I got a little more view from there. I don't know if there's any monsters
There-
immediately around him.
There is not.
Okay.
There is one like 10 feet ahead of him, but
Okay.
Just points at it. You. The thumb neck motion.
Right. And you would probably also notice that big ass gash is almost gone at this point.
Oh, it's healing very quickly.
Mhm.
All right, Rust Monster goes in. How would I handle this against the Steel Defender?
And I keep whiffing that damage.
Also,
Oh,
that
right,
set up
right.
my attack.
So it takes 7 damage. Yeah, go ahead and do your attack. It's not impossible that you kill it. That'll hit. 10 damage. I believe you get a second one.
Not with the ready attack. Or...
Oh, yeah, not with the ready attack. Sorry. Getting all goobered. You know what? Since it technically received that damage here, it is going to turn about and just try to run away. So
Nolgrim's
I guess-
not gonna take the AOO against him.
Okay.
Nolgrim, you had a chance. You could have squashed it.
Actually, trying to think, because me
It's gone
as
now.
a player is like, it's a cute doggo, but dwarves and their animosity towards these rust monsters probably sees
Well,
as
in
more
all
of a
your
bane.
moral contemplation, it got away.
Yeah,
It-
true.
It's Vern.
Okay.
But yes, no, I would definitely have a rust monster pet.
Mm.
I remember someone made an entire bestiary, just the baby versions of magical beasts, and the baby rust monster is adorable.
I mean, they're basically just giant cricket-looking things, aren't they?
Okay, Fergus.
Just be like, I'm not going in there. That thing's going to probably attack me again. I'm just going to step to the side here, allow room for people to go through.
Mhm.
And probably just take the dodge action just in case.
Okey-dokey.
Come on, let's go, people. I got hit by one of these things, and look, I'm fine.
Oh, I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about the thing that has the giant sword that's been slicing me, first of all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The sword's just growing bigger every time it hits something. It's going to be an anime sword before too long.
It's not already.
Not initially. Thrum.
So we're just stuck with this thing now, Nolgrim, or what?
I do not know.
Yeah, he still has like the black veins on one of his arms going up his neck as well.
All right, he'll step in here and try and squish the bug.
Go for it. That'll miss.
He'll go for it again.
All right. That'll hit. 11. All right. Still not down. Good solid hit, though.
I think it's literally a trace of the 3rd edition Monster Manual version with the top hat, but still.
All right. Thank you. It's over here.
All right, he'll come in and punch it.
Awesome. Punch it good. That'll hit. And that is 13 damage. It's very badly wounded now. All right, Taskill.
Might help us back to the arrow. But move slightly in. Still take the dodge action. Hey, look, it's in range.
Breach and clear. Go, go, go.
Freya.
I wonder if one of these things going to show their stupid faces again.
They've decided the better part of being a shark dog is not dying.
All right. Actually, I decided I'm not really fond of the idea of being in close combat with the rust monsters.
Yeah, I feel like of all the classes, Artificer is the one that would dread a rust monster the most, and a monk would dread it the least.
Yeah.
I'll just try to get one of these bullets to come out here and eat me.
Although I would say a druid probably fears it even less.
Well, see, monks don't even need armor, and they don't need weapons. They can literally just be wearing a loincloth and live with rust monsters, which is now going to be a character concept in the future, by the way. It's just like
druids allowed to wield metal weapons? Because I know they can't wield metal armor.
the rules of 5th edition are very unclear on the weapons,
Okay.
but they can't do armor.
Okay,
They don't
can't
actually
do-
have
gotta-
restrictions. They just don't get proficiency in a lot of things.
Yeah.
There actually is no rules that druids can't wear metal stuff as long as they have the proficiency for it.
Just most
Inside
people
me.
like me like to role play it that they do.
Yeah.
So is that in your turn there, Freya?
Yes.
No, well, at least in Pathfinder it says they're prohibited from
No, I'm
wearing
talking
metal
about
armor.
Yeah, we're talking about
gotcha.
5e.
Gotcha.
But I know they
Nolgrim.
get proficiency in like sickles and shit in 5e, so.
Nolgrim, what you want to do?
I'll move there. And looks like the nearest bug rust monster's there,
Yeah.
so
I'll just move him up there. I can help beat your eyes as well.
Okay.
So go ahead and take your attack roll. It's very possible that this will, that'll hit. Roll damage that kills. So if he should still have movement left, I think 25 feet. So if I measure this out correctly, because he's probably just gonna go ham.
Yeah.
He's next to another rust monster now, so roll another attack. That'll hit. 14 damage.
By the way, when this thing is, I can only assume we hear screams of pleasure and clickings of death.
Pretty much.
Do I'm gonna look at does it look like Nolgrim's veins are getting darker as this is happening?
No, it's just kind of like sustained.
Okay, so it doesn't look like it's literally sucking the life of him as it gets stronger.
No, but as you hear the sound, you do notice like Nolgrim twitches slightly in time with it, so you're kind of inferring that they might have an empathic bond.
Do you mind give him 5 more hit points? He's on my field of view.
On it.
Thank you. And as Nolgrim's action, I'll go ahead and ready attack for if a bullet decides to pop out somewhere in view.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see this one over here. He's running high. And then this one is going to attack its attacker. 22 will hit. 4 piercing damage against the summon there.
Fortunately, his weapon is made of blood, and there's not enough iron content in there.
That's why I just did the bite attack.
Yep.
And that's Fergus's turn.
Probably my action is going to be recovering my backpack from over near here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember Nolgrim was here when we first got attacked, so I imagine my stuff's there. Just grab my backpack, arrows, and sling it all over. Like, this is going to be over soon for the rust monsters.
End of your turn?
Yep.
Alright.
Just getting all my gear again, because need to be able to fire my bow if I don't want to get close to these fucking bullets.
Speaking of...
Hey, I'm about to die.
14?
We'll miss.
Hey, that's low.
And I do see him in my view.
That you guys get your attack as it runs away.
Right.
Okay.
Is this the one I grudged?
Yep.
I'm the only one
Was
that
that
gets the
yep
attack
or
on
no?
it?
I believe Nolgrim, you get an AOO Fergus, but Nolgrim held an action.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I couldn't quite hear. Did you say that was or was
It
not?
was
the one?
not. It was not.
Okay.
Miss.
I'm going to roll a d8 to see if I can hit the thing. So that would make it a 16, so I think that still misses. 16
still misses. The 18 will hit, though.
Okay.
As it just comes around the corner, takes a snap at Fergus, which he manages to... Like, he was ducking down for his backpack anyway, so he just hastens that. And then it scurries away. Thrum.
All right. Thrum. This one's still alive.
Yep.
All right. Just gonna pike it.
I always forget it has reach.
Appears to not be. Oh, there it goes.
That'll hit. Does not kill.
And he'll pike it again.
Okay. That'll hit. That'll kill. Quite the damage range you have on that thing.
It's big. It's 1d10 plus
Oh,
4
yeah.
strength.
and that's a dead rust monster. I'll just go ahead and remove them from the initiative order because that one that was just got wrecked and then ran is very much not around.
Miku, it sounds like the Rusty is back, or the shark thing. Oh wait, I can see it right there.
Mhm.
Can I
Coming
see
right
it?
for us.
Well, it's like partially bar coming through the wall. But yes, the door is open because the rust monster opened it, so you can actually see it.
Miku is going to go right here and stab it in the butt.
It's its head, but yeah.
It looks the same either way. I mean, to a mushroom man, everything looks like a butt.
Actually, given the situation, he's going to fist it.
Okay. Oh, that'll miss. It doesn't get. He doesn't have a second attack, so
Oh, he doesn't?
no. He's he's like level 4, man.
Oh, yeah. Puny mushroom man.
Okay.
He'll still probably get a multi-attack before I do.
Taskill.
Hmm. 5, 15. And I can kind of see it, I guess. 30. Hmm.
I would say from your position, even if you can see it with your sight there, Kenneth, I just looking at the door frame and it's partially in a wall. I don't think Taskill has an angle.
Yeah, I can't move any further because
Mm.
I'd end on the thing's space. Well, given the abrupt blackness here, I'm guessing there's a door.
Yeah, it's a door. Here, let me move the.
Guess I'll check
lighting.
that while
Okay.
they're dealing with that.
Pop that sucker open.
Well, maybe if it retreats this way, it'll be in for a nasty surprise. I suppose I'll hold action to crossbow.
Okay. Well, I will say this. What's the weapon you've been having out this entire time? Because if you had your shield out, because it's
I actually
item interact-
haven't specifically drawn a weapon since I used the Stein.
Gotcha. Okay, so to pull out your crossbow, you'd lower your AC to put your shield away because the item interaction is to open the door. So just
Yeah.
being aware of that action economy. All right, Freya.
All right, I'm going to take out my axe and go off in the direction the bullet went.
You see its back blades poking through the walls it's diving through. I know it comedically looks like it's stuck, but remember how these encounters work. It's actually all happening at the same time.
Yep. All right. We are going to park the Steel Defender right there.
Bloop, bloop.
And hope someone is on the other side so we can give this one a kill box.
All right, Nolgrim.
Alright. Go here. Here. And it's about. I imagine I can't. I mean, I only see a sliver, so I probably don't have a shot, do I?
No.
Okay.
Its cover bonuses and stuff would just be too high.
That's what I figured. So instead, he's going to move up and attack.
All right. That'll miss. That'll hit. For 10 points. Cutting into it. And then it heals back up to full.
Mm-hmm. Yep, thank you. And I think, Nolgrim will just stand his ground and just ready to attack if an enemy comes into view.
Gotcha. Fergus.
I'm gonna
go to here, and I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the bitch as a bonus action.
Okay.
And I shouldn't have any cover because I'm gonna use my bow.
Yep. This is exactly how that works.
So check, and I'm gonna fire. Ooh, natural one.
Whiff. Yep. You time the phasing properly. It skips off a rock and disappears into the ceiling. You don't know if the arrow's just in the mountain now, or
Yeah, at least it's there. At least I hunter marked him.
let me tell you, somewhere there's a mountain goat that just got wrecked. It just falls off the mountain and starts tumbling. It doesn't deserve that. Anyway.
Then it goes and it hits a woman, and that is the mother of my next character. It gets their tragic backstory.
Just a random goat with an arrow in it fell on my mother. And now I'm seeking vengeance.
But I have
against the archer or the goat?
Both.
I imagine the arrow has some sort of fletching on it that denotes as either dwarven or elven.
Yeah, it's just got a little piece of paper that says, "If found, please return to Fergis." Soon to be king. Parentheses. I hope not of Dammerhall. Either way, the thing and Miku is going to get an attack of opportunity as this thing shifts back away towards here.
Yeah, come
AC's
at
going to be
least some
slightly higher, so that'll miss. And that's would be Miku. Miku will meet, so go ahead and roll damage. Nice hit. Then it will take a bite attack at Freya.
Yeah, hit me with your best shot.
Fire
18?
what?
Let me see if it even hits my initial AC. It does. So I got a couple layers of defense here, so give me a second.
Okay, so in the future that should be in advance, but I'll just roll it again.
Oh, well, it would. You can assume.
Yeah. Well, 18 is the low one.
Okay, 18 is the low one. Then. Actually, I think I might.
You know, the funniest part is it's only a +7. The troll actually had a higher base attack bonus to its attacks. I'm just rolling really well tonight.
Okay, and that uses. Is that my reaction?
That is the Steel Defender's reaction, I believe.
Okay, yeah, good. I was just making sure I didn't mess
Because if
up.
it's on the Steel Defender's sheet, then it is the Steel Defender.
Yeah, I was making sure because the other thing I was going to do is shield.
Yep, that'll stop it. I mean, I assume that you...
Yeah.
5 to the AC, I imagine so.
Okay.
You're suddenly realizing why Freya's always the one who's like gung-ho, let's go fight this thing.
No, I was just doing some measurements. Hold
Got double layers of defense.
on. No. Okay. That's the end of their turn. So, Thrum.
All right, he'll move. Key.
And you guys cannot get to the bullet at all through that rock wall, by the way. It's 100% blocked now.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. I mean, Thrum doesn't know that until he runs out here, but it pulled back through to the other side.
Can you see it on the other side?
They definitely can't hear you. There's like tumbling, collapsing stone and monster roars and stuff like that.
All right, we will continue on. I think he had just gone 10, so it'd be 15. 5, 10, 15, 20, Can't get to there.
Getting in your cardio.
Running around with like a chicken with his head cut off.
You want just Miku to follow you?
No, Miku's gonna go around the other way because he's smarter than Thrum.
Okay. I will just move that for you so you don't have to
Okay.
bother.
Is he though?
I can do it.
Oh, I'm
Isn't his
doing it.
intelligence like really low.
Well, I was
Oh,
trying to do it.
Quick, everybody move Miko at once. Let's do this.
There. It's done. All right. Taskill. Kenneth?
I'd hope to unmute, yes. I suppose I'll go. Not stand on anyone. And dodge action up here in case they force it back through.
Okay.
Clearly, that goes to the rocks, though, right?
I ruled in the last dungeon that it didn't. Otherwise, like, Taskill could have just gone up to the stairway of each part of the Drow fort and just killed everyone from behind the door.
I know. I was
And
kidding.
that feels like BS. Anyway, Freya, you're up on this thing's non-existent gills.
Yep, that's the plan. We're going to hit it with a branding smite.
So you charge up your attack, give it that attack roll.
Let's see. Battle axe +1. Normal roll.
That'll miss.
And then the second attack. Which branding smite should still go through. I think
Yeah,
you just
it's
said.
until you hit or you lose concentration, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, those spells got a lot better once I realized that's how those worked.
Mhm.
That one will hit. So that's 12
slashing plus
2d6 radiant. So 12. Oh, so it's 17 total. It's
Yep.
very much not looking good. Yeah, it's looking very rough.
That's my turn. Can't
Nope.
use defender.
Oh yeah, Steel Defender if you want to do anything with that.
No, because they're both bonus actions. So branding smite, I can't use steel defender at the same time.
Right, that's right. I always forget about that. So Nolgrim.
Peeking here real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then leave because he sees that as a definite ambush spot for the bullets.
Behind one of the rock walls, you just hear, shucks.
Right. And yeah, just I guess at this point I'll probably just do a dodge action, and while this guy up here will do ready to attack.
Gotcha.
Fun fact, all bullets, when you listen to the things that they say in their own mind, have the voice of Gilbert Gottfried.
Yep.
So I'm going
to eviscerate this tiny person and feast upon their organs. This patch of gravel is fantastic for my eggs.
I am
YouTube
going
video, by the way, is the audiobook of 50 Shades of Grey
Yep.
as narrated by Gilbert
Yep.
Gottfried.
Yeah, that's a great one. So I'm going to enact steady aim as a bonus action. I'm going to give myself advantage by sacrificing my move action.
Yep.
And I'm a fire at the bitch.
That'll hit.
That was some low sneak attack in Hunter's Mark.
That'll be 18 damage.
19.
19, just enough to kill it.
Huzzah.
The arrow phases through its front armored plate and embeds itself in its brain as it goes still, and it just collapses. Fergis for the kill steal once again.
Yep. It's what rogues do,
sure
man.
if they'd be able to hear us from over there, but
Probably hears its death roar.
Somehow it sounds like a neighing of a horse.
like I said, they're really not that scary.
11 will miss Miku, though. So, Thrum. Go. Bueller?
Bueller?
Muted? You're muted.
Come on, Cope.
He's in the
Get
bathroom.
off the toilet.
Does someone just want to roll an attack roll for Mickey real quick, punching this thing?
Sure.
This is the heavily wounded one.
Let's see. He's not raging or anything, right?
Nope. That'll miss. So that's Mickey's turn. Go. Well, Thrum got lost rounding the corner. Taskill.
Mm-hmm.
I took off and ended up at the start of the dungeon. What happened, guys?
New game, who dis?
Thrum, where are you? I'm at the observatory. The gnome observatory? Like a million miles away.
What are you guys talking about? I'm in the starting town.
Well, I think I've got an idea of where it might try to retreat through, and
It's been 72 in-game hours, so the vendors have reset.
What do you mean you guys are still back in the dungeon? I bubble hearthed.
God. If we ever do a Warcraft theme thing, I am totally going to give everyone a Hearthstone.
Yeah. I really I enjoy playing World of Warcraft when I've tried it, but it's like I don't know if it justifies the monthly subscription for me is the problem.
It doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good setting, though, if we wanted to ever do a game in it, because there's all that. Someone went through the process of making a conversion for it anyway.
Yeah, finally found a not busted up PDF for you there.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So Taskill's hemmed off the escape route.
yep.
Freya.
All right, coming down this way.
Freya's out for blood.
From
Well, I mean, they
around-
did almost kill her.
hitting with the battle axe.
That'll hit.
Nice.
For 7 slashing.
All right.
That's the steel defender.
Doesn't kill it.
Oh God, am I going to be able to steal another kill?
Unless Nolgrim does. Nolgrim.
All right, let's see if I could reach him.
If you can move through Miku's space, but then leaving it again will be an AOO.
Yeah, I'm not gonna provoke that. Well, nah, he hits too hard for me to want to do that. So yeah, I'll just take a swing with my war pick.
I kind of feel like that's a funky angle.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I'm not
Is it-
trying to. I'm not trying to be like a stickler
Can
here.
I take attack at disadvantage?
Yeah, I'll allow that. That's fair. I was just thinking because there's like Miku and the
Yeah.
door frame and everything. Yeah, I'll disadvantage is fair, and that hits, and that kills.
Ah, I was gonna shoot it, and if it didn't work, I was gonna
So-
axe it to try to
So
kill
it's
it
like
All right.
it gets slashed by Freya, and then you just see like a wrist like he like hits the wall like 3 times before he hits it in its eye and it goes down. This was the
Okay.
one you had your grudge against, by the
Okay.
way. No.
Oh,
You heal if you're hurt, I think.
I get
I'm going to use this opportunity to go to the restroom really quick. Maybe
Yep.
Cope will arrive in that time.
He's back, I think.
He's back.
I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Thrum just got lost in the caves.
Pull up your drawers, Cope. We're playing D&D.
It was close. It was a missing Band-Aid that needed to be replaced.
Is that
You sounded like me yesterday. There,
found the band-aid. He swallowed
I
it.
swallowed some saliva and it went down
Yeah.
wrong.
Oh god.
Yeah, so that's that was the last bullet. I mean, you guys wouldn't know that, but I'm not gonna make you guys advance 5 feet saying I prepare an action for the next hour.
Well, I think we were getting the impression that there were only 2 of them, anyways.
Imagine if there was 4.
Right. I said we were getting the impression. Doesn't mean I was right.
Well, suckers hit like a truck, though, huh?
Hmm. Oh yeah.
You're also
Yeah,
rolling
that first hit, I thought, oh god, we're dead. 40-something on Taskill.
And Freya.
It's like
and
40, 12 plus something, so he rolled really high there.
yeah.
It was 40, 12 plus 4. But I had to use tactics because they don't have multi-tact, they don't have legendary action or anything, so you have to really
You
can't me with them. Otherwise, you just action economy them into the ground.
I mean, you ran them well. It was a very challenging fight because of that.
I wasn't trying to force you guys out of that corner where you were all huddling up. It's just like, we're going to be here forever.
Yeah.
It's like, from the animal's perspective, they don't have a motivation to risk their life for unnecessary food.
Right.
I really like this image I found of a bullet when I was looking for Google Images.
Oh.
It gives the appearance of how big these things are compared to the average person.
With sharp teeth.
Brouhaha.
I get that reference.
I too have seen Disney movies.
Yeah, when Michael gets back, we can continue progressing.
I was looking at.
Point out the whole time I was gone, Richard. I was singing "Hit Me with Your Best Shot" over and over again in my head. Reference earlier did not go unnoticed.
I was looking at a PDF of the Baldur's Gate stuff, and I was looking at the bestiary. And have you guys seen an abyssal chicken yet?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, that's a.
This is an abyssal chicken.
I watched an interview about that. They explicitly said they included that as a joke.
Okay.
It's pretty great though.
Oh yeah, they do have a sense of humor.
And they're considered tasty bottom feeders.
By
By
the standards, by the standards of hell.
And I like the info. They taste like fatty chicken.
So,
which means they taste like duck.
Fergis, combat has subsided.
Yeah. Can I push through the allies, or should I just?
Out of combat, we can move through it. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm just gonna squeeze into the doorway. I'm gonna just call out, "All clear." I think the bullets are dead. Finally, there was only 2 of them. I think.
If they're not, how come around the corner? They're not back here.
And I don't think I have action economy left. Well, I have an action to start investigating this room. I'll just start.
So far, it looks like just piles and piles of rusty detritus that the rust monsters were chewing through. Looks like I'm just
gonna spend my action to start sifting through.
Yep, absolutely. All right, I'll be at your tetanus shot. All right. Thrum.
I did, but it's been 30 years
He
for me.
just ran to there. Now he's going to stop and catch his breath.
Okay. And then maybe I just have to make you wait for you.
Yeah, I have no idea where he is or what he's doing. Oh, there he is.
Taskill.
Okay.
So as things calm down, what did this room look like? Just storage, or?
It's impossible to know what it once was. Maybe it was used for storing tools, but it's all just rusty ruins now. The rust monsters have gotten in here and been here for a while, it seems.
Well, this door to the south goes further in. The one to the west is kind of blocked in by cave-ins.
Even down there is shut off?
I haven't investigated that much more, but just glancing out the doors. Let's move on.
Alright. Freya.
Alright, we got any idea where we're going?
And there's a path down this way in here.
If anyone feels like it, there, judging by the quality of that one mithril door, there might be keys that they might not have dissolved in here. So if you feel like looking.
Mm.
That is a good question. Can they eat mithril like they can any other metal?
It's not a ferrous metal, so no.
So I would bring that up. Like, they can't eat mithril. So there's a key of it.
Nolgrim. Also, I'll just assume that your buddy is still following you unless you release the concentration.
Yeah. No, I'm not releasing it. He's just hanging out.
Yeah, so Freya, you come around the corner and just a freaking slasher movie villain walks in.
Hey.
Hi.
One of
Your friend's not going to try to kill us again, is he?
I don't think so. I gave him more specific instructions, I think.
He chuckles. Very low, growly sound.
You think you would have gotten the message the first time?
I mean, honestly, Nolgrim can just release it any time he wants and it'll just disappear. Alright. Fergus.
I'm just going to start making my way through this room and start keeping investigations up.
Alright, give me another one.
Not natural 20, but 21 total.
Yep. Yeah, still nothing. It just looks like there's some ruin. You see some really old, broken down wood. It looks like the wood's just been stepped on a lot by like the rust monsters. This is probably where they used to store like their mining tools and stuff, but anything metal here has just been completely corroded away.
Okay. I just wanted to give a good solid search through, so.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thrum.
Alright, he'll come on down. 15, 20, 25. Yeah, that'll be. Sorry, that'll be it. It's dusty down here.
That's rust. That's not good rust. You are breathing
I
in.
can't hurt you.
He just scoops him up and drops it in his pits. All right, thank you.
He's just standing still.
All right, Taskill. You did see Nolgrim go through the door to the south, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll join him, although...
Looks like might be a pathway over there.
Yeah, it's a little difficult to tell from your angle, but it looks like it's it's not a carved dwarven tunnel. It's a much narrower, looks like a natural borehole.
I guess we'll have to investigate it.
And this wall here, I might have done the shout a little bit wrong here, is not actually like a solid stone. It looks like it's just a lot of kind of like loose gravel going up to the ceiling.
Yep. And I'll call that turn there.
Freya.
All right. And that's my turn.
All right, Nolgrim.
All right. Yeah, it's a narrow path there. That's my turn.
All right, Fergus.
Okay. Just because I want to check it out, 15, 25. And to keep up with the group, I'm just going to go another 15.
Thrum, they're getting away from you.
That's all right. I know exactly what to do. Where is everybody?
Oh, they're past me. You're gonna have to wait. It's kind of a narrow corridor.
Actually, this hall's just wide enough that you can just
Oh,
go back
shit.
if you want.
Let me have this.
Hey, everybody! Rust ball fight!
What's in here? And who is this? Why is he still here?
It's Franklin.
Boring.
Franklin, you look like my second wife.
You
She
have
wasn't a
excellent-
looker.
You have excellent bone structure.
Nolgrim, what the hell is that thing?
I imagine he has insignia or markings on him to denote a tailed past of.
I would say, give me either a insight or a perception, Nolgrim.
No history.
Okay, you can use history. Okay. I think not so much on a logical sense, but like on a you feel it in your heart of heart sense, you kind of know what this person used to be.
Mm-hmm. It's only a theory, but I think he was or is a fellow Grudgeblade.
And I take it that's not like a blacksmith.
No, that's somebody that swears to the ancestors to bring about retribution to past wrongs.
Well, I can't say that I ever really judged anyone on their looks before. You could ask my second wife that, but is he
Someone keeping track of
trustworthy?
this, by the way? How many wives
Right.
he said he has? The features of them.
We might have to go through all the audit recordings.
Man, what a time to not have a fan wiki.
Right?
Hey,
Well,
I
for
actually
that,
found
we
a
need
program
some
we can make our own
facts.
wiki.
I'm sure.
It's like you can have like an offline wiki. Like that seems like a good way to keep track of information too. If you wanted to make a homebrew world and share it with PCs, so they have access to the information you want them to.
That's what Michael and I were doing with World Anvil for 40K.
Yeah.
Before the BBEG is actually a council of his ex-wives.
Mm-hmm.
Led by none other than my brother, who is now
Right.
married to all of these wives.
That's for the in-game boss rush.
God, that would be a weird situation for Fergus and Thrum. So that's my brother. That's all my wives. And then they say, oh yeah, we're married now.
I'd feel much closer to Fergus then.
Like,
I mean,
wait,
you're not
so does that mean
related
just-
then. You're not any more or less related, technically.
So we're not only related, but now we're in-laws? Is that how
Technically
that
not ex-wives. Not connected anymore.
Outlaws.
works?
Okay, Taskill.
Right, well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. It goes down a ways into another chamber.
Yeah, the chamber down here gets much bigger. Big enough for a bullet to nest down in. The gravel on the floor is very loose. Like, it's not your idea of soft, but for something that burrows through the earth, it might be a good den.
So double move to that point.
Freya.
Okay, continuing on. It's the end of my turn.
All right. Nolgrim.
10, 20, 25. And yeah, just go ahead and keep having the summon following after. Figure it's good to have the in case we get in another fight. Yeah, that'll work.
Fergus.
15 feet to get here. Looks like it's narrowing up a little bit. Can I get through Miku?
Yeah, you can get through him here.
Okay, I'm just gonna run through people's sides and stuff. Like, excuse me, pardon me, and just get to here. Not blocking anything, but closer.
Yeah. Thrum.
Hey, we're walking here. We're walking.
Everyone's walking. Take it
Oh
easy.
god, that thing's still up there. Stinks. Miku's gonna hang back.
Franklin, before you get summoned again, make sure to take a bath.
Yeah, he's just like not really paying attention to you. He's just using his sword and he's cutting his forearm and watching it heal, and then cutting his forearm and watching it heal.
I think there's something wrong with that chap. Franklin has some issues.
Taskill.
Well, switching over to axe and shield over the last 2 turns. I'm go up.
Yeah, looks like this kind of dugout bullet den terminates back into a 10 by 10 cut dwarven tunnel again.
Yeah, going back to single move and dodge action for the rest of it, because, hey, who knows what's up ahead.
Exactly.
Out of curiosity, do clerics have the spell meld into stone?
I think certain domains can get them. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say probably domain, but...
Because I know it's a ritual spell, so that'd be helpful for, not this particular space, because we're already done, and we don't want to get attacked while we're inside of stone by burrowing things.
Freya.
All right. Stepping up there.
Hell.
I'll just step right here right now until they get further down there.
All right.
Probably can't see those stairs just from angle and
Yep.
all that.
There's definitely a pit. Nolgrim, you feel the breath of this thing behind you. It's just like it's sticking right on your 6.
Yeah.
You're not addressing it, so it's not saying anything now.
Just. Well, Nolgrim's trying to focus more on the task at hand and trying not to think into the larger meaning of what's going on with that just yet.
And I'll show you where the wild goose goes.
You hear like a scraping sound, and it's rubbing the side of its face on the jagged, dried blood sword, and it's tearing up its face and then healing immediately as it tears away. Just like
So, we need to have this thing out during an emotional scene. So that way, when everyone's like, let me play the smallest violin, and he just starts cutting his forearm with the sword.
I can't wait until
Fergis.
Ivy has a talk with him.
Looks like it's kind of bottlenecked there, so I'm just going to hang back and wait.
Thrum.
All right.
This would be an ideal time for the 3rd bullet to attack.
I mean, what are we going to do about it?
That's why I haven't released him yet.
Yeah, I took the order off, but I'm still maintaining it. I think I had at least
only
8 more
a minute,
minutes.
isn't it? Oh,
That's
10 minutes?
10.
Oh, damn, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and Nolgrim can have this guy out for an hour.
Yeah, definitely keep him. How many times can you do it per rest?
I have 2 spell slots for a short rest. So,
Yeah,
up
it's
to
just
twice.
It's basically a spell.
yeah, it's a spell, not a class ability. So
Gotcha.
Yeah, looks like there's some stairs deeper up here.
yep, big central hole in the floor that has stairs going down into the darkness.
So are we taking the stairs, or do we... Because there is that hole on the other side, too. I don't know if they lead to the same place or what.
It's possible.
Freya.
All right. continuing down this way.
All right, Nolgrim. He's 5 feet faster than you. You can't get away from him.
I know.
Oh, sure, the evil dwarves get 30 feet of movement.
Hey, take squat nimbleness, and then you can.
Mhm.
Or just take the mobile feet.
Or both, and then move 35 feet.
Or just play a monk.
Fergus.
Just get behind the steel defender and just start tapping my foot like, God, why am I in the back this time?
Thrum.
Always in the slow lane. I don't know, Miku. I don't know what's happening to the quality of our companions. It's going downhill fast here. Can't find a good one. Not a good one under 100, you can't.
Wait, under 100?
Yeah, can't find a good one under 100 because he says older ones are better.
Wait, I miss.
It's okay. I second guessed myself after I said it, too.
He was doing the math in his head.
Or am I just
And those looking out down into that pit there, Taskill, it goes way down beyond your dark vision.
It's quite possible it goes down as far as the hole. Definitely further than I can see.
Wait, the hole goes down as far as the hole? I'm confused.
Wow, we got nowhere else to
Yes, it goes as far down as it goes down.
And I think you can kind of see from your angle, Taskill, you can see what looks like the backside of some large wooden doors over here with an iron bar across it.
Looks like that's one of the doors we found. And that one have writing on the other side.
Freya, you're also kind of spaced out, so.
Alright, that's my move.
Nolgrim.
We'll shift down here. Get an idea for the room. I imagine he's going to follow right behind me.
Yep.
All right. I think at this point, kind of seeing things are a bit more clear. Nolgrim would finally turn and say, why are you here?
You called. Cocks its head slightly. You do not know?
No. And he would kind of hold up the, like, charred, whatever it is. This thing?
We are bound by oath and grudge. I am what remains. Fortunate me.
And what remains is anger?
The grudge. Oaths unfulfilled. When flesh and blood and marrow failed, the pact persists. And thus, so does I. No longer grudge blade. Grudge bound.
Is this the fate of all grudge blades?
He points to your book of grudges. If that book be empty when you meet your end, no. He leans close to whisper to you, very unpleasant. His breath smells like hot gore. But few can settle all the grievances of the ancestors, even if you only have a part of it.
I imagine at that point, his concentration will drop as... just like, the fuck? And yeah, concentration drops.
When his concentration drops, suddenly around this guy's feet, that same inky blackness opens up, and you see like these inky hands, like too thin, almost skeletal, grab his ankles and wrists. And he starts fighting them. He's like, "No, not yet. More time. More blood." And he gets pulled under, and then the puddle disappears.
Oh.
Taskill's right there and heard like all of that, unlike everyone else.
Mm-hmm. Nolgrim just kind of leans back against this pile of rocks and just ponders life for a minute for the rest of it, for another round or so, as everybody catches up.
Yep. You ponder life and you look around and you do see the those ancestral shades just watching from the distance, waiting. Because they're always kind of around. I just don't always mention them. Their numbers vary, but there's always some of them.
Pick up look for this nice sized rock.
Not hard to find. This place is a mess. Fergus.
Basically, wait, how much is that? Hold on. 20, 25. And I'm just going to jog to keep pace.
Thrum.
Well, keep on. I know they can't make it without me. They always need somebody to lead them. They know what they're doing. Stumble into a bunch of bullets.
And he trips and pushes Taskill.
Son of a bitch, who left that thing?
I like that your response was, "Son of a bitch, who left that there?" All right, Taskill.
Yeah, well, get the light cantrip going and toss the rock down.
Way down until the 60 feet of light that the light cantrip casts disappears in the darkness. Though you do see as it goes down, the staircase does spiral all the way down. Doesn't look like there's any breaks.
That is quite a ways. Yeah. I want to take a break on this landing or start the walk on down.
I think I wouldn't be opposed to a breather. That was a pretty rough fight for some of us.
Yeah. If we want to expedite by having you guys just move up into this room, we don't have to use the turn order for this.
Yeah, that works.
I'm just going to do this because I like to have map completion.
Yep.
Corners.
I'm right there with you. I mean,
yep. And this is a door here that has like a heavy metal bar across it. It looks like it's just literally just a heavy weight keeping the door shut. If you lift up the bar, you should be able to pull them open.
Yeah, probably should do that in case we need a quick exit.
But I seem to recall that having writing on the other side as well.
You guys decoded that, and that was basically just kinetic absorption, meaning that if you just tried to hammer away at it with weapons, it would be really hard to break down. So,
right,
pretty
warding, I think.
Yeah.
Would, as we're resting, check in with our companions and see how they're doing.
Mika's doing pretty well.
Yeah. Ivy's feeling better after she had some time to rest with her magic nap, but
all the burns. Just all the burns.
Yeah, of all the companions to see that creature, I'm sure Ivy would have taken a little bit harder than Miku. Miku probably like, oh, okay.
So that's 22 I healed there.
Yes, you guys are taking a short rest, so I should roll something. Okay.
Okay.
I'm using Wandering Monsters, the classic like Dungeons and Dragons first and second edition thing, where every hour you're in a dungeon, I roll to see if you get a random encounter. So long rests, I would roll once. Short rests I roll once. Long rests I roll 8 times.
Ooh,
nice.
One for each hour.
One for each hour. Now it's not a guaranteed random encounter. It's I have to roll to see if you get an encounter. So. And I kind of like eyeball how long you guys have been exploring as well.
I gotta say, we haven't had that many. I mean, I feel like your random encounter is a pretty low hit rate.
He also rolls really poorly when he tries.
Yeah, I really do.
There's
You guys,
another roll to see if it's a rare encounter, and then when we beat it, another roll to see if it drops any good loot.
Bring me
Another roll to see if we can make a roll out of it.
I've been getting quite a few random encounters out in the jungle and stuff, but some of those random encounters aren't monsters to battle. Some of them are events that happen, like meeting the Drow caravan, meeting that human. Those were all random encounters I rolled. They weren't just like in that hex.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. So, everyone, do what you want to do on the short rest, and I can move you to the next floor. I'll just initiative.
I will do the healing.
So something while we're rolling our heals and stuff, I was going to point out, I was looking at feats the other day, and I was looking at spiritualist stuff. Yeah, they have a separate boon companion feat just for spiritualists. I'm like, couldn't you just say that boon companion functions for spiritualists?
That'd be too easy.
Yeah.
Because it's called Phantom Ally. It's literally, if you have a Phantom class feature, your class is considered 4 levels higher to calculate your companion if you multi-class.
So
It seems kind of unnecessary.
Loki, is this is a spell or part of your class?
It's a spell.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, we could talk about more after the session.
Yeah.
Because it's not exactly like a trade secret.
Okay.
Let's see.
I forget, who took that hat of storage? Was that Nolgrim?
No.
I thought you did.
No, I didn't do it, but I mean, if no one claimed it, I would have, but...
Yeah, I thought you did, Fergus.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just wearing a floppy wizard hat. Great, I'm fine with that.
We basically give you all of the magical items.
Well, I'm a fighter. I have nothing else to base my stuff on.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I was talking to Gombo the other day. I'm like, yeah, you all have like all these weird, crazy abilities. My character's the most vanilla of the party, which I purposely did that. But it's just funny. Like, we have a guy who can turn into a fucking mountain of a man. Someone who can literally just create things out of just nothing. Of like, hey, give me an hour and I can tinker something. We have a cleric who can literally make something out of any metal he finds on the ground. We have a mushroom man.
I mean, Ivy's a thief rogue.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's the second most normal.
All right, you guys ready to move down to the next floor?
Man,
Yarp.
healed up and everything. Yep.
All right. You guys progress down the stairs. It's a long, winding path until you finally reach the bottom after about 150 feet of descent.
I think we went about 149 feet down.
Take one more step. Oh, nope, there it is.
Just take the keen mind feat. Just like
Fergus, you know how you know that when you're underground? You just hold your breath, and every time your ear pops, that's 15 feet.
Does this place or the construction look at all familiar from when I sent the bat down?
My floor texture changed because
Yeah.
I figured out a better way to do it, but it's definitely still a dwarven mining tunnel.
But it looks like the other tunnel we looked down, or
The one that bat flew down.
It's not this room specifically, no.
Okay, but okay. I was just asking like similar.
the same like
constructions.
construction. Yeah.
Yeah, this looks nicer.
Yeah,
assuming there hasn't been,
I did a better floor texture on the second time.
assuming there hasn't been any rotation, that hole should be this way.
Do you want us to do initiative?
Yeah, I'll bring that back up. Assuming you still want Miku, you can have Ivy if you want to swap out. Anytime you're not actively in combat, I'm not gonna break you over the coals.
Can you just make Miku 8 and put him right behind me?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
That just makes it a lot easier to be able to move them both at the same time.
Totally reasonable. That
I
should
just
be
noticed Miku is a multi-sided token.
Oh yeah, because I wanted to make it be like a surprise that he was going to be a companion, so I gave him a red border. It's really unimportant. I keep forgetting to remove that.
Yeah, you'd have to redo the token as a whole.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
It's not a big deal.
It's one thing is that if you
No, you
use
see,
a
when he gets
table,
mind controlled against us,
Yeah.
then you just switch it to red.
yeah, again.
That's a good point.
So it looks like Fergis is up first. So you got a passageway there and a passageway here.
Should we split up and check it all out?
Well, to the west looks like a bigger room, and to the north is a hallway with a couple more rooms.
Where Fergus went.
Yeah, I'm not stealthy. So
Hey.
Fergus, what do you think we ought to do? Fergus?
I call back.
He went
Yeah,
north.
the north here just looks like it continues on, and there's a bunch of pillars. So
Yeah, this is another one of those high chambered pillared rooms.
I stay together. That's where the ghost was last time.
What sort of person just wanders off on their own in the middle of a dungeon?
hey, y'all can see me.
He would say that with a knowing smirk.
I made sure.
I'm in
I made sure to
danger.
stay inside of all of you.
I'm going to be positive and say someone with no fear, a great leader.
All right.
Oh no, I'm terrified.
Taskill.
Just shut up, boy.
Yeah, move and dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Dodge, dip, duck, and dodge. Dive, also.
You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a bullet.
On to Thrum, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I'll delay until after Nolgrim.
Listen here, you little shit.
We'll catch up with the others, despite how tempted he is to look in the ravine, see if it looks familiar from the bat when he sent it down.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. These are proper dwarven halls down here.
Freya.
All right. That's my turn.
All right. But here, let me check something.
Suddenly, 2 more bullets.
All right. Fergus.
I'm going to step here. That's 10 feet, 20 feet. Call out that I see in the far field of my vision what looks like a tunnel to the west up north.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 more feet of movement here. And I'm just going to make a perception to see if I hear anything.
Okay. You hear snorting and the sound of hooves on stone.
Would there be a horse down here, guys?
Absolutely not.
Well, then we have some issues.
You got issues.
Taskill.
It doesn't look like the area's any deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but still keeping up the move and dodge.
All right. So I rolled initiative for these, so I'll add them in the tracker in a second, but let me do this real quick.
These are angry ghost horses. I say nay.
It's a Minotaur.
Ah, shit.
And
Oh,
Giant bull man.
shit.
Giant bull man.
Second Minotaur.
I
they
love
come-
Minotaur.
They come out of the hole and they're bearing great axes. Their eyes are red with fury as they're snorting, and they clearly see you because you guys have been taking no stealth, and they do have a natural perception of 17. So,
These
Oh
are
no,
my
no.
favorite
This is
D&D
bullshit, guys.
That's racist.
Why are you guys afraid of a couple of cows?
and they roll a 17 on their initiative. They did have to take the dash action to get there. So it is Thrum's turn.
All right. Man, I am not fast.
Oi, Thrum, we got maize cows.
Don't worry, Thrum. Just hold still. They'll come to you.
Oh, that's a good point. They charge like motherfuckers.
Oh no, it's a really long, narrow room.
All right, I can't see Miku. His vision, would he be able to see one to throw?
I think it's a little outside of a throw.
It would be like his check his javelin. What's his range on his javelin?
I'm pretty sure it's 60.
It's like I think it's like a 30 to 120 or something.
Yeah,
say on
so
there?
he could attack, but it's 30, 120, so he could attack it, but it would be at disadvantage. I won't count that 10.
Instead, he's just going to brace his spear two-handed to get ready, and so is Thrum.
Gotcha.
Man, I was actually just throwing that 30, 120 out of my ass. And
Yeah, they use pretty standard measurements. Nolgrim.
All right. First, move up. See if I could find the baddies.
Yeah, I am sorry about the shoddy floor on the other one. I figured it out better on the second map, but I think this one looks all.
I mean, the
No,
floor
it's
was
fine.
to
It's
me.
just when we came down here, it felt like we were now in like the Royal Hall or something.
Also, to be fair, the other one had a lot more rubble, so it would make
Yeah.
probably a little more sense that it'd be looking more shoddy.
So I could see him, but I imagine
He will get 3/4 cover, which will be +5 to his AC.
um
That's the way I'm doing these pillars.
sounds good. I think I'll just go ahead and use Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay.
I'll upcast it to with my cloak.
Okie dokie. Freya.
All right. Let's get.
Physical.
Yeah.
I can cope every time.
I'm going to mute myself now so that I can see.
All right. That's gonna be where I end. Oh, and I see the Minotaur now. Actually, I only took 40 feet of movement, didn't I?
You mean you said 40
I mean-
feet?
No, 25. I meant
Oh, then yeah.
40 feet with this Seal Defender.
Yeah. So you
That's what I was
probably could get some shots off.
Do I get 2 or just the 1?
2. The full attack.
All right.
That'll hit.
For 11.
11. He takes it like a champ. 17 will hit.
For 9.
9. Yep. Both arrows sunk home, but he's not slowing down. All right. Fergus.
I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark him,
Okay.
and I'm gonna run like a bitch. Nope. Protect your king. And I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna hold an action to fire on it when it gets into melee with an ally. Basically waiting for a weak point.
Okay. Taskill.
Also, I hide behind Freya, who is arguably the thinnest person here.
So that's 10. Yeah, I think I'll wait. Well, yeah, I'll wait here with the dodge. Could cast, but yeah, let's go ahead and bonus that thing. Switch weapon, normal roll. Yep. Alrighty.
All right. It's the Minotaur's turn. The one that Fergus Hunter's marked. Grinds 1 foot across the floor, lowers its head, and it charges forward. So it should be able to do this. Yes, exactly. It is going to gore attack Freya. It is reckless, so it'll have advantage
Can Miku get his spear attack off?
after the stack.
Okay.
Yep, and then I'll get mine as well. So
24 hits Freya. Michael?
I'm gonna assume yes.
Yes, that will hit me outright.
Alright, so you take 7 piercing damage and then an additional 2d8 piercing damage because of its charge. And then, so you take an additional 9, and then give me a strength saving throw.
Come on, baby. Give me a 20. 14.
That just meets the DC. It's a shame. It would have been so great if you failed. It was going to pitch you 10 feet straight backward.
And just knock me over.
No, I imagine it probably would have been like a scoop effect, and it would just flung her over your head, and then it would have just been face to face with you. But yes,
No, I'm ready to go down with this guy.
Yeah, now Miku and Fergus get their attacks. That'll hit.
Oof.
6. And Fergus, yours will.
Oh,
Yeah, never mind. You got a natural 20 anyway, so it's all good.
Yowzer.
How much
so
damage?
that's 15, 36 points of
36?
damage.
Damn.
Massively deadly attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when you run into a.
That's the
arrow.
first critical sneak attack I think I've gotten so far.
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah, those are nasty.
Thrum.
Did he see the other one, or has anyone shouted that there are two?
I said cows.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can definitely see both of them.
All right, he's
Oh,
gonna
wait,
move
sorry.
up.
Hold on. Rewind. I totally forgot that there was the second one. I didn't do anything with it. It just stood there.
All right. And
Sorry.
Thrum feels a force pulling him backward.
Yeah.
Time to rewind time. Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. I just tickled your fancy tonight, Cope.
Everything.
I
said,
apologize. That was me just like tunnel visioning. So he can't exactly charge, but he is going to run up here, and then he is going to reckless attack Taskill, which will cancel out your dodge action.
Mm-hmm.
So great axe. 20.
20 will connect.
Does
16
he have that
slashing damage.
shield, or does that Nolgrim that has the shield?
I don't know who has the shield.
No, we have not decided.
Reaction.
I thought Freya did. Or
Somebody
was
wear
that the
the
spell
damn
you
shield.
used?
I'm gonna assume since no one knows who has the shield that currently no one has the
Yeah.
shield.
Because that reaction for shield is good, but I'm not sure who has the attunement slots open.
So that's 16 slashing
Everybody.
damage as it just comes along and it grinds its great axe across the wall before slamming it into you. Now it's Thrum's turn.
All right.
You definitely know there's
I
two.
feel like I've walked up here before. He's going to go large.
Mhm.
Time to have a battle of the bulge.
And that
Don't
sounds
say it
disgusting.
like that.
Did you have to?
Yes.
And he is going to try and... No, he's not. He's going to hit it first.
Okay.
Pike in the side.
That's it. It would have been an advantage too because it was reckless, but you can hit anyway.
Oh, that's nice to
Let's see
know.
if it's a crit.
It's a crit. Just go ahead and roll it another time. See what happens.
What do you mean?
Do another pike attack to see if it was a critical hit because you would
Okay.
have advantage. Yeah, no, so it's all good. So it takes 11 points of damage. Takes it like a champ.
Second attack. Is this still at advantage?
Yes,
Okay.
that'll hit. Getting those high attack rolls at the end here.
Mm-hmm.
So you start stabbing into it, but it's a big beefy sucker. It's not going down that easy. Nolgrim.
He'll provoke attack of opportunity as he moves this way.
Okay, it is still reckless, so it'll have
Mhm.
advantage. 25.
That'll hit. All right, and it takes 25 points of cold damage.
Okay, it is dead.
Oh.
You had 14 hit points left.
Oh, all right then.
I'm just moving it temporarily.
Yeah, my crit probably took a big chunk out of that.
Yeah, that took most of
15,
its health.
20. Would I have disadvantage or any sort of penalty for firing at him from the single?
He would have Let me see. Hold on, let me draw the angle here. He would have like +2 to his AC. Like
Okay.
because
Yeah.
there's Thrum and he's all involved.
Will I be able, given the point when he attacked me, do these guys have reach or no?
They do not.
Okay, then I'll move there, which should give me better line of sight.
Mhm.
Okay, and then I'll go ahead and use Eldritch Blast.
All right. That'll hit.
And
Alright.
that'll be my turn.
Miku.
All right, Miku's going to jump over the dead one, hop up here, up here, and then stick a spear in his butt.
That'll hit.
He has advantage, by the way.
Yep. Alright, so just the 9 damage. These things do take quite a beating.
What are you talking about? Mine went down in like 2 seconds.
Freya.
Is coming up with the axe. Casting Branding Smite.
So remember that 8 extra radiant damage. Give me that attack roll. Don't forget, add advantage because it was reckless.
Oh yeah. So that was
Just give me one normal one, and then your second one could be at advantage.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the first one misses.
Advantage.
That one will hit though. So that is a total
17.
of 17 damage.
By the way, I'm not sure if you wanted to do it or not, Michael, but you can make a thing on your character sheet that you can just click a button to add the Branding Smite, like I do with Sneak Attack. So that way you don't have to click the spell; it'll just add it to your attack roll when you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you want to do it or not is your thing. I was just letting you know.
Well, either way, cannot move the Steel Defender, so that is my turn.
Fergus.
It's nice and surrounded by my allies, so I think I'm safe.
Yep.
Going to bonus action move my Hunter's Mark over now that the other one is dead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shoot at it. Look at that,
Yep,
double 19
That'll hit.
for 26 points of damage.
Gracious, you sneak attack and Hunter's Mark. Either way, that's a very dead Minotaur.
Yeah, on Sneak Attack and Hunter's Mark, I rolled a 5, 4, and a 6. So.
Yeah, the arrow flies through the back of Freya's hand as she's pulling out the axe, and then it just does actual damage to the Minotaur. And it drops dead.
Yeah. The raptors I could understand. The cave troll was a bit rare but unusual. Rust monsters, rarer still. And now minotaurs.
How rare are bullets?
The Minotaur, though. What a beautiful animal.
So I'm not saying the wizard did it, but I'm just saying if we run into an owlbear down here, we need to go back up and kill that goddamn wizard.
And I think that's the sting before the end credits for us to call it a session.